And we're live. Welcome to Cute Bite. As the loyal servant of a vampire, our task is to train our little mistress in various skills so that she can regain her full adult powers. You have 1 year. Being slayed, she may develop preferences of her own that change the course of events. Keep an eye out for the flapping bat symbols, which suggest the winds of change at work. I truly don't remember anything. I don't even know my name. When the old master locked her away, he ordered me never to speak her name again. He almost never mentioned her himself, and never by name, only my disobedient daughter. I think once he called her my little Buttercup. Your name is Buttercup. Nah. Ish. Mister? If you don't like it, you can change it yourself when you return to your adult body. Are you sure I can change shape? Oh yes, once your blood is potent enough, you'll be able to shift into a snake or a bat or even a cow. Why would I want to turn into a cow? Well, they're very large. She shakes her head. What is your name? Oh, I'm sorry, my little miss. I should have introduced myself. The old master called me Saul. Cowcaney. Good job, Glass. Hello! But she doesn't know that, so I could choose a different name if I wished. I feel like if I go with my usual, this could get weird. But considering how this game went, nah. Fuck it. I am called Faye. And thank you, misters. What else? And to be fair, that is like more or less like actual height for me somewhere. Do I have other clothes? Do I have any pets? Do I sleep in the coffin every night? Your coffin is in the safest place for you in case sunlight gets into the house. No, it didn't help the old master. As for the rest, I'm afraid I don't remember very well, but it doesn't matter. You have the chance to start over now. She looks unhappy, so I try to come up with some useful information for her. But I love games where you have to sit there with the wiki. Art and lore. Why not? Like to get along with others. You are well attuned to social dynamics and you're interested in history and tradition. You're feared for your cleverness. Is that really me? It's a start. Now I'll need to make some calls and find out what tutors are willing to work at night. We're in the middle of summer right now, so we have 8 hours of darkness to work with at the moment. Still, that should give you enough time for 2 activities a night. Hi, Kenta! Hello! Alright, after dusk. Let's see, the things we need to up are insight, sensitivity, primarily, and also do art history because I'm angling for her. So, debate and classical arts. Hello there, my light name is Celestina Newton, and you must be... Oh dear. Oh, this won't do at all. What do you mean? Why, you're much too young. You couldn't possibly be prepared to study debate seriously. You don't have to focus. I am too focused. Just... You'll never convince anyone that way. I can make you believe me. Little mistress, perhaps you should listen to your teacher. It is her job. Activities will automatically advance, showing their results for each day. You can change the speed of this display in the options menu. Good evening, Miss. My name is Aliana Jens. Oh, You are much younger than I imagined. I'm usually hired to prepare students for university history exams. You were looking for someone to teach you how to draw and paint? There may have been a mistake. I wanted to learn about what art is like in general. Is that strange? It's a bit unusual for a child your age. Well, I'm sure your parents have a great appreciation for culture. You don't want to make them... You want to make them... Right. Dude. And now we get to spend all our money. I do love the little minis. Banana. 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 Alright, so we spent $246. Little mistress, in order to continue paying for your tutoring, we will need more resources. I apologize, but I can't bring enough extra on my own while keeping the estate running. Especially considering the cost of repairs to the house after the explosion. Working among the humans will give you the chance to practice the skills you are developing. Working? Only a few businesses are open at night. You look too young to be a waitress, but in other places, with a bit of persuasion, no one will notice. It is important to choose jobs which complement the skills you have been learning. If your skills are too weak, you will not be paid. However, even when you fail, your skills will improve, so the more often you try, the more... It's also important not to overwork yourself. Classes require energy. Jobs are even harder. The more you work, the more your mind... If you run out of energy, you'll be now... if you keep trying, your body will be damaged, and your maximum energy levels will go down. No. Making it hard to build up your strength. Spending time resting in your coffin. We can also buy items that recharge your energy more rapidly and even boost your skills. Shopping? I'll take you to the night market soon, little mistress. For now, I have brought you a treat. What is that? It's an ice pop. Black cherry to make it sweet. Eat it, and blood, of course. Blood is the best thing to restore your energy. It's frozen, so you can lick it slowly and appreciate the flavor. Nom. Or I suppose you can bite it. Yummy! Well, she does look more energized now. I hope that was sustained. Rest of our work. Alright, so now we have to do job. Hotel reception is the one we have the best odds at. Debate for now. Oh. Hey, I'm lonely here, so I can take you to the market. Perhaps if we have the crowns to spare, we can buy you a treat. Careful though. If you're lucky, however, you might find some hidden treasure. Do you want to go? We don't have money, so let's go hunting. Why don't we try the diner? Let's try harmless. Harmless it is! And last one. Sink your fangs into your helpless victim, feeling energy rush into your body. 19 health and 16 mental. Afterwards, you rearrange the unconscious body and go through her belongings. $14. Okay, we're gonna do rest and job. Keep doing hotel reception. Are you sure it's safe for me to spend so much time in a box? What if I forget everything again? You were asleep for years and years when that happened. It's true that her skills will slowly decay the more she sleeps, so she might forget a few skills if she isn't practicing them. A little extra sleep won't hurt you. So what's this game all about? Vampire raising sim. Basically, we have 1 year to raise her into being strong enough to become a adult vampire. And if we fail, we all die. Go hunting. Step by the cinema. We have a delinquent. Doo-ba-doo. It's like that one princess game. Exactly like that. I think it's actually by the same makers, too. I would play Long Live the Queen, but, it really messes with the settings. Okay, let's work 2 jobs. Let's do Night Baker. We probably won't succeed, but we do need to earn money. It's a good thing I'm not too concerned about style. Ooh, we are low on body health. That's concerning. Why don't we buy you? Buy a couple ice thingies. There. Taylor, let's just... I'll be baking bread if you help me if you wish. I've tried baking bread, but I'm not very good at it. Bread is special. It is a tradition. Is there a festival today? Not so much anymore, but there used to be. This day, when summer begins its journey into autumn, was the day of the goddess Ma, or Mara. The mother of earth, the mother of wind, the mother of fire, the mother of life, the guardian of women in the household. For the great mother, we bake rye loaves, marked with this symbol, and we eat them with thick slices of butter. Sounds like fun. Sorry I couldn't eat bread with you. You may still enjoy biting the loaves, little mistress. Faye? Yes, little mistress? Are you my mother? What? I know I must have had a human parent and a vampire parent too, but I can't remember any of them. And you're taking care of me, so does that mean you are my mother now? I can be your mother, I am your companion, I am only your servant. Let's go with I am your companion. I am your servant, your employee, your advisor, and I hope your friend, but never your mother. I know you can't remember who you once were, or what our relationship was like, but... Little mistress, you are not a child, and it would be wrong for me to treat you as one. I have no wish to hold you back. I wish to be at your side to face the future together. Oh. Do. So let's throw rest, and let's do a class. Get our... inside up, and then we'll do more art history. Do you know when this crypt that I slept in was built, Faye? I'm afraid I don't remember, little mistress. There was records somewhere in the estate. I wonder if it was used for something else in the past, or if it was designed specifically to be a vampire's resting place. Did the old master sleep here? I don't see a second coffin. He used to, but he relocated to a bedroom in the house above many years ago. Why did he move? Which do we go with? Do we be asshole? Or do we make him out to be an asshole? Or... Little mistress, after the old master ordered you confined to your coffin, he no longer wished to share this crypt with you. Oh, you hated me that much? I could not call it hatred. He never attempted to harm you. He could have killed her. He could have had me kill her. Anger, perhaps, or sadness. I do not know. When he locked you away, he locked away his feelings as well, so that they would have no power to distract him. It is important to maintain control of your emotions. I think I'll rest now. Have a good night, Faye. Yay! Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Let's stop by... apartments. Ah, there we go. Apparently doctors are weak to the mysterious. You would think they'd be weak to crying child, but whatever. I do love the little chibis. Do. And entice. There we go. Got ourselves a doctor. Around town to arrange the possible more advanced education. These subjects are not often taught to young girls, especially at night. They teach me to command an army? No. However, if you consult this list I've prepared for you, you will see that new classes are now available. Alright. Let's do a new job. We straight up need the money. Oh. Faye, do you dream when you sleep? Yes, little mistress. What do you dream about? I hardly remember my dreams. They seem so important while I sleep, but fade away when I open my eyes. I dreamed once about a woman's statue covered in marble, but there was a fire and it burned like wood. So it's normal not to remember your dreams? For a human, I believe so. I'm afraid I do not know what is normal for you, little mistress. We can only hope to learn that together. I've forgotten so many things. I keep hoping that some memory might come back in my dreams, but I can't even remember them. I don't know if her memories can be restored. What should I suggest? Keep a journal. There's one thing that helps me to remember my dreams. If I write down what I am thinking as soon as I wake, then I can remember those thoughts later when I look at my words. You might try keeping a journal. You could write down any dream you remember, any question that comes to your mind, or any moment that seems important to you. Then you can read your thoughts again later and see the overall shape of them. It might help you recognize patterns you've missed. And if I forget things in the future, I can read my journals to remember. I should have my rest now. Aww. Alright. Don't think we need to really go out and do much. Nah, journaling is fun. Diner. Who do we pick up? A nurse. Okay, so nurses are weak to the harmless approach. I basically have two options, mysterious or harmless, and if those two don't work, I have to run. We are such an effective vampire. I really should keep more of a journal. It would probably help me be more organized. Faye? Yes, little mistress? What happened to the old master, exactly? What killed him? There was an accident, a wall in the house collapsed, and he was killed by sunlight. Yes, but why? How did the wall collapse? Houses don't just fall down on their own. Do they? No, not usually. Her cunning nature is coming back. She's starting to become suspicious. I have to tell her something. The house was poorly maintained. Little mistress, this house is very old. Buildings may last for hundreds of years, but without constant repair and maintenance, they take damage. Small problems are easy to ignore, but over time, a tiny trickle of water can cut through rock. Certain areas were neglected for too long, and unfortunately, that had consequences. Isn't it your job to maintain the estate, Faye? Yes, it was my failure. But I will never let anything like that happen again. You are safe here. Well, this shows how important it is to pay attention to details myself. Yes, mistress. Very wise of you. Alright, so... do you want to do two jobs at once? Sure. Said I was asleep for a long time, and that's why I forgot everything. But why was I asleep for so long? Why didn't anyone wake me up? It was at the old master's command. He sent you to bed in order that you not be disturbed, and so there you stayed. Sent me to bed? He locked me in a coffin. Yes? But why? Why did he lock me up? You were disobedient. I was bad? What did I do wrong? You must remember, little mistress, that you did not always have the body of a child. You were a young woman once, and not so young at that. You were a power in your own right. But the master was the master, and he never allowed anyone to forget that. Yes, but what did I do? You stole from him. You took something that he believed to be his. What was that? A person. It was a matter of a woman. What? How can someone steal a person? He wished for this woman to love only him, but her heart turned to you instead. The old master flew into a jealous rage and locked you away so that you would no longer be his rival. This woman, did I love her? I cannot say, little mistress. It was a long time ago. I'm not sure that conversation satisfied her. Alright, let us go hunting again. Entice. Does this game loop? Story-wise? Not really. You can play it again over and over. There are, like, multiple different routes. Boop. Okay. Let's change up class. Okay, we'll do art history and then psychology. Do you want to keep doing... let's make sure we earn money. Do, 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 do. Okay, go hunting. Let's try the kebab shop. 48 to 63. I'm thinking of this as much as a time loop story, what with everyone being immortal vampires plus whatever happened to little what's-her-name to cause her to become a kid again. Yeah! Well, we already know what happened. She basically got locked in the coffin for so long that she basically got emptied of blood, so she has no power and no memories as a vampire. And supposedly, those come back if you can get her strong enough by then. What does Nightbaker get rid of? Therefore, by making me argue about which goblet of wine each of us should drink from, you're trying to distract me from realizing that we shouldn't drink either of them. And why is that? Do you think I would poison both cups? Because it's my wine and I never offered it to you in the first place. Very insightful. I think you're ready for the next level of instruction. I'll bring in some famous speeches for you to read. Of course, now that you're not a beginner anymore, I'll have to charge you more. And I won't be talked out of that. Okay, so Nightbaker, we lose technology and style. Go hunting. Let's try the nightclub. Rocker Lady. I don't think we're gonna get very good blood quality on this one. Never mind. Okay, so... hit up classical arts again. check. That's a thing. Endurance, awareness, sensitivity, dominance. I forget how we unlock more jobs. I think we need business. Guess who's back? You again? That's right, honey. Psychology and debate are close, cuddled cousins, don't you know? I don't have any cousins. No sisters or brothers either, am I right? Why do you say that? Oh, sweetheart, it's so obvious that you're an only child. You never had to fight for attention. You've always been the apple of someone's eye. Wonder if that's true. Did I have more family before I was a vampire? Imagine what you'd do if there was another little girl here who was just like you. Perhaps we should start a lesson there. What makes a person who they are? Biology is not my field if you need the birds and the bees. Not that. If you lose all your memories, are you still the same person? Oh, that is a different question. Well, first off, I should say that total amnesia, the loss of identity, doesn't generally happen the way it does in the movies. It's much more common to lose a brief period than an entire lifetime. Just think, if you forgot absolutely everything, you wouldn't be able to walk or talk. You'd be a baby all over again. I'm lucky that didn't happen. Let's imagine that you wake up tomorrow and you've forgotten today and don't remember the class or this conversation. Are you still the same person that you were yesterday? I guess. And if you forget today, then you might come in and ask me the same question tomorrow, because that would still be you. People forget things all the time, and what they do remember, they often remember incorrectly. Our memories and sense of self are constantly changing. We don't have perfect continuity. No adult remembers being an infant, even though we all started there. I'm happy not to remember the crying and the screaming and the diapers. And sometimes we block out memories that are painful. No one ever stays exactly the same. You'll hear that all the time when friendships or marriages end. You're not the person I knew anymore. And the one being accused might say it was the other who changed. But then, what makes someone that same person or a different one? You'll have to answer that for yourself. Are you who you were, or are you someone new? You can make your own choice, whether the world agrees with you or not. I suppose. What if you did something bad and then lost your memory of it? Are you still the person who committed the crime? Now that is a legal question more than a psychology one. You'll have to ask me that in debate class. Alright, go hunting. Let's hit up the hospital. Hey, Granny! You tug on the little old lady's heartstrings for 22 mind damage. We're basically robbing people. Okay. Little misters, today's the autumn equinox. What does that mean? It's a time of year where night and day are equally balanced. After this, for the next few months, the nights will be longer than the days, and you'll have more time free of the sun. That means you'll be able to perform more activities every night and increase your power more rapidly. Are there any rituals or traditions we should perform for the equinox? Most of the old rituals had to do with harvesting. We are not farmers. It was also a time for romance. The harvest festival was the last day of the year that you were allowed to confess your love to another. Otherwise, you had to wait for spring. So they have to wait all winter long and they aren't allowed to say anything? I bet everyone gets very excited when spring comes around. Let's go hunting again. What's the worst that could happen? That would be the worst that could happen. No, run away. Run away. There we go. Someone I can eat. We maybe have hunted too much. We may have to rely on other means of recovery now. For a bit. Faye? What is it, little mistress? I met a strange woman in the town last night while I was out hunting. Strange in what way? She wore a coat with, like, a cape with a large hat and a bunch of pouches and silver crosses. And she had skin like mine, and she seemed stronger than a human should be. Could she have been another vampire? No, little mistress. I fear she is something much more dangerous. While you were hunting humans, she was hunting vampires. What? A vampire hunter? You have fed on many people in town, haven't you? That attracts attention. Rumors spread. The more victims you claim, the more ordinary people will choose to avoid the streets at night, and the more hunters will seek your trail. What happens if they catch me? Please, little mistress, be cautious. Do not attempt to face a hunter, or else we might both be doomed. Alright, so we have... bunch of stuff to do. Okay, just need to get it to 150. And then we need to get Said Badu to 150. O judgment, thou art fled to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me, my heart is in the coffin, there with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me. Excellent recitation, Ishtar. Men are brutish beasts anyway. The little smug look. I think you're ready for more advanced lessons. Time to be persuasive about more difficult subjects. Convince me that you believe I'm better than you. What? Humility doesn't come naturally to you, so it's a challenge to make it believable. Sometimes you need to argue for things you don't believe in. Alright, I'm asking if you do something evil and then lose your memory and don't remember doing it, are you still guilty? Well, most of the time when people claim temporary amnesia about a crime, it's just an excuse. There are cases, of course. Certain more mental conditions, or more commonly, certain drugs can cause blackouts after which you truly don't know what you've done. Laws are written by people, and they vary by jurisdiction. There are usually specific rules in every location for how we determine whether or not someone is legally responsible for their own actions. Often the question is, did the culprit intend to commit a crime? If they were in a mental state where they didn't understand right or wrong, or were sleepwalking and had no intent at all, they are not guilty. However, if they had criminal intent at the time, but were injured during the crime and therefore forgot about it afterwards, they would still be guilty and receive punishment. But if they forgot doing the crime and forgot even choosing to do the crime, is it fair to punish them for it? That's morality, not legality. If the law can prove that you committed a crime long ago, it doesn't matter whether you remember it or not. In the eyes of the law, you are the same person. But repenting and becoming a better person might get you a lighter sentence if you're lucky. So I can carry my old crimes even if I don't know what they were. Law up to 50. Alright. Nope. You'll do. Ma. I do just love the "Hi, Vampire Hunter!" Nope. Is there something on your mind, little mistress? I've done a lot of reading about law and theory, but I don't know much about how it's used to apply it in practice. I would like to see the Constitutional Court, but they only hold their sessions during the day. Well, it might not be as interesting. I could get you access to a lawyer's office. They always need clerks to help sort and file paperwork, that they have used during their working day. I'm not sure how much I can learn if I'm busy cleaning up their messes. The filing clerk is now available. Job. It pays better than it pays the same as the hotel receptionist, so I'm gonna say let's do that. That gets our awareness and insight up. Really do need to get sensitivity up now. And we'll rely on this for job. Especially since it doesn't have any malices. It doesn't drop anything. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing. Go shopping. Pick up that. Okay, jobs or classes. Fortunately, the only thing that ups our sensitivity is psychology. And that needs to get up to high levels now. Meh. Okay, so from now on it's between we'll switch between psychology and art. Go hunting. Kebab shop. Nightclub. Diner. You'll do. Waiter. Alright. Let's do art history again. Okay, I think I have enough up there to do a third, so I'll do 2 jobs, 1 thing. And that should allow us to... There's Vampire Hunter, run away! You're new! Okay. How do you feel about Harmless? You should probably stop hunting people, but there isn't a lot of ways to do that. Right. Job. Filing clerk. Go. And change you over to psychology and go. This is traditional time to honor little mistress. This is the traditional time to honor the spirits of family who are no longer with us, particularly those who have died within the past year. But I don't know anyone who's died within the past year. Oh, you mean the old master, my vampire father. There are also the families we were born to long ago, even if neither of us remember them. Their spirits may still watch over us. It is polite to honor them. I suppose it is appropriate. What would we have to do? I would clean the house and lay out a feast with food set at the empty place, inviting the spirits to visit and eat with us. Remember our dead, praise them, and ask them for their blessings and protection in the year to come. Do you really believe that the spirits will visit and eat our food? I don't know. Well, misters, the world within is filled with mysteries beyond my reach. I have never seen a spirit, but that does not mean they are not there, only that I cannot see them. I have never seen a bite taken from offerings, but that does not mean the act of offering does not feed them. Some questions can never have clear answers. Oh. Do you need me to do anything for the ceremony? No, little mistress. I have it all under control. Then we sit together and share a solemn meal. If any spirits visit us, they maintain their silence. Aww. Run away! You'll do. Na na na. Faye? Yes, little misters? My vampire father, my sire, the old master, you served him for a long time. How did you feel about him? That's a complicated question. He was my master, and I lived to serve him. He told me what to do, what to think. He was in complete control of my entire existence. I felt whatever he told me to feel. And what I thought when he was not commanding me, I never spoke aloud. Do you miss him? I'm happier to be here with you than with him, little mistress. He didn't appreciate you, did he? I'm glad you're with me too, Faye. Aww. Okay, we'll do one more thing of... twice working, and then we'll do 2 classes, 1 work. Very good, you have progressed well in identifying different eras of classical painting, Miss Ishtar. It sounds so strange when she calls me Miss. Of course, while paintings are often what first come to mind in the subject of art history, they only represent a tiny fraction of the field of art. For our next module, we begin to discuss ceramic arts. Pottery is of great importance to almost all cultures around the world, both for decoration and for practical use. The design and the history of everyday objects should not be overlooked. We must live, but what is life without beauty? I own a few pieces that I can bring in for you to examine, of course. They are delicate, and I will have to charge you a higher fee for insurance. Wake up, little mistress. Sun's barely down. There's a celebration tonight that you won't want to miss. Tonight is Masquerade Night. Children dress up as spirits or animals, carrying sticks and wooden swords to drive away demons. You go from house to house together, shouting and waving your weapons, and you will be given gifts and treats to share. Then at the end, you burn your sticks at a bonfire to show that you have conquered evil. Because everyone will be masked and hiding their identities, it will be easy for you to mix in with the other children. I could make human friends? Just for tonight. They should not know who you really are. But it will do you good to have a bit of fun and remember what it was like to be a child. Will you come too? I look too old for these games, little mistress. You'll have to participate for both of us. Dun da da! Alright, go hunting. Who do we get to moiter? Apparently an old lady. Do you have an eye for antiquities, little mistress? Objects that are old and beautiful never go out of style. If you can judge the value of items and spot neglected treasures, you can make money by trading antiquities. Buy items from one person, then sell them to another for a higher price. But if you choose poorly or can't find a buyer, you'll lose money on the deal. Now, can you determine the age and value of this hanging banner? She eats it. Not with your mouth. Sash. Hello, Nightmare! I hope you're talking about the butler. Let's take a rest for tonight. And we'll do a lore. Hello, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Vasilisa. My, what a lovely house. Thank you. I hope you don't mind that I brought so many books with me. I love books. My mother used to say that I just gobble them up. No, not that book. It's bound in real skin. I mean leather. She has fast reflexes when her books are threatened. Perhaps we should start with something a little less dangerous. You're just a little girl after all. Right. Alright. Go hunting? See what we can find. Huh? No, run away. It was worth a shot. Oh, bunny girl. That was easy. They both single and asking for a friend? Not with your mouth, Faye. Faye? Yes, little mistress? I've been thinking about the old master's death. Oh? You said it was an accident, that you had been careless in your job maintaining the house and a wall unexpectedly collapsed. A completely random, unexpected accident which just happened to strike the one spot that could kill a centuries-old vampire. Did you kill him, Faye? Why? Why did you do it? Because he was a tyrant. Because after what he did to me, to you, if I did nothing, he might have lived forever. So I did something. You attacked him. I could never have attacked him directly. I was bound to his blood. There was no escape. I could not resist any command he gave me. But sometimes, when he did not command, I could make convenient mistakes. It was a long, slow process. I could not let myself think about what I was doing. When the end came at last, it was a surprise even to me. I didn't know you would lose all your memories. I thought I was saving you. You did save me. To my surprise, she gives me a quick hug before running off to her studies. Aww. Alright, class. Let's do lore and psychology for now. Let's try and do antiques trader. How much does it make? 20 unknown a day. Let's see how much it gives us. Now, you've had a basic introduction to the field and history of psychology and the study of other people's feelings. Let's talk about something new. Let's talk about our senses. What color is that drapery over there? Purple, obviously. You see purple and I see purple. But is it the same color as the color you see? If you could see it through my eyes, would the world look the same? Well, I'm a vampire and she's a human with glasses, so probably not. Did the world look different before I became a vampire? I can't remember. I have not murdered anyone, and I'm glad you're finding everyone so lovely. Perhaps the color I see is purple looks like the color you see is green, but since we both call that color purple, does it make a difference? I don't know. Understanding how you and others perceive the world is also a part of psychology. You can talk about theory in more detail next time. Listen, I'm not wrong. Of course, I will need to charge extra as we head into higher level subjects. We're not murdering anybody, we're just drinking their blood. And leaving them in the streets. They're fine. They're alive when we leave them. Okay, so antiques trader is one of the better. No, a modern one. The feast for the departed honors the household dead. The march of remembrance is for the dead of the land of the whole. Blech. All those who have fought for the honor and protection of a town and country. Great wars have happened while you slept, little mistress, and more than have died than you can even imagine. But I don't know any of those people. Here do I, little mistress, looking so young and being barred from the daytime, you have too few opportunities to observe human behavior. You should take advantage of all the public celebrations at night, walk among the crowds, watch and listen. In the future you can choose to avoid ceremonies that do not interest you, but first you must learn what they are. Alright. God, she's adorable. Still technically murdered. No, they're alive when we leave them, so it's fine. Kebab shop. Diner. Seduce the nurse. Dude. Seduce what? Yes! Yes, you did. I mean, we don't really have any physical abilities, so, like, all we can rely on is mental ones. Reading a great deal of history lately, little mistress. I wish I could remember the days of the Grand Dukes or the Curonian Kings. They make wonderful stories, but I want to know what they were really like. That is a very wise distinction. In the modern world, skill in research is necessary to tell the difference between truth, lies, rumor, and advertisement. Just because it is written in a book or on a computer does not mean that it is the truth. Right, everyone? Even those whose job it is to report the truth can make mistakes. Butler, thank you very much. If you're willing to look for the source of every story, research is a marketable skill. The fact checker job is now available. Chance impossible. Fair enough. Antiques trader. Unknown every day. I'm fine with that. What's our sensitivity at? 74? We need to reach 150. Switch you over to art history and go! Eh? Yes, little mistress? Modern humans usually have televisions in their homes, don't they? I don't know. You have more research on popular culture than I have. The old masters saw no value in such things. Do you wish for us to purchase a television? That might be expensive, especially if she becomes hungry and bites through the screen. I don't know. It'd be interesting to watch more stories. I might learn Maybe we could go to the cinema and We? Want me to come with you? Some films won't allow a little girl in to watch herself, especially the bloody ones. I see. For now, go hunting. We can take her! Maybe. This'll be a bit. There we go. Victory! You sink your fangs into your helpless victim. Faye, why aren't you a vampire? I'm sorry, I don't understand. You need to drink vampire blood every year or else you'll die of old age, right? But I don't have any blood for years and years, and I don't get old. I look like a little girl now, but I didn't die. So wouldn't it be better to make you a vampire? Well, for one, if I were to be a vampire, you would need a new servant to be your hands during the daylight hours. But also, it is not an easy thing to turn someone into a vampire. It takes immense power and strength of will. Just biting someone or feeding on them is not enough to change them. If it were, the world might be overrun. FBI, she's right. So I can't make an army of vampires? Well, not right now. The old master made you. If you grow up to suppress the strength, who knows what you might do. Heh. Okay, so we need to, Okay, we're going to change that to a job. We'll do animal shelter because it gives us sensitivity. And then we'll rest there. Animal shelter drops style. Lovely. Will you come with town with me, little mistress? There are some things for the household I must buy. Alright. What's going on? The town doesn't look like this last week. What do you see, little mistress? There are lights everywhere. There are trees in the square. There are trees inside the warehouse of this shop. There are even leaves growing in the lamps. Do you like it? It's pretty, but why has it changed? The year is turning and the nights grow darker and longer. We are getting close to the middle of winter. So they put up lights to keep things bright and cheerful? Also, this is a holiday season. When midwinter comes, there will be many celebrations. Hi, Crota! Thank you for the head pets. There will be many celebrations. Somehow Nightmare is even more thirsty than I am. Winter Eve, everyone feasts and they trade gifts in exchange for... I mean, I do have to admit, the butler is very pretty. Thank you for the head pat, Scrota. Will we have a tree in our house? Not yet. Unlike you, little mistress, a tree cannot survive long after being cut from the ground. A dead tree becomes dry and brittle, and a candle set to it blaze an instant. If blood magic keeps me alive, and keeps you young, could it preserve a tree? I have never heard of a vampire tree, little mistress, but there are many things I do not know. Next year, when your powers are stronger, perhaps you should try it. Do this all again next year, and the year after that, and the year after that? I expect so, at least until they invent new celebrations. In time, everything changes. Except for us. Even us, little mistress. Look how much you and I have changed in these months since you awoke. There's so much still to see. I'm glad you brought me here. I'm glad you like it. Come, let us finish our shopping. You still have much to do. Nyonk. God, she's adorable. Faye? Yes, old masters? So the old master was angry with me for trying to steal a person he believed to be his. Was that person you? I think we just triggered the thingy. We only need 75. Okay, good, we can move on then. Yes. And he found out somehow, and so he locked me away to punish me, and that's how I lost my memories. But he didn't punish you. He controlled you. You felt whatever he told you to feel. Did you betray me to him? Not by choice. I tried to resist. We knew it was dangerous. We hoped your blood could overrule his, but I was bonded to him, and he commanded me to tell... Were we lovers, you and I? It feels wrong to talk about this with you now. You're not quite the same person that you were. You're not answering my question. Aren't you compelled to answer your mistress? I'm not fully bonded to you yet, little mistress. Well, enjoy your secrets while you can. Yes, little mistress. Aw. Can I get double services? Technically, she is in child form right now, so just be aware of that, Nightmare. First for the old bad dream. Alright, classes. Alright, so now we switch between art and... occult from now on. Very good, you've done surprisingly well. Do you have to sound so condescending about it? Starting next week, we'll move on to more advanced courses. Faye, do you know anything about alchemy? Only in the most general sense, little mistress. I have no magical powers of my own. It's not magic, it's science. Well, I suppose it's a little bit of magic, but it takes science to do it right. You know how I can get stronger from fighting things, right? Yes. I think I know a way to put some of my strength back into amulets and charms. Then I can sell them to make money and pay for more classes. I don't know anything about that, little mistress, but if you say so, then I believe you. Is that really a good idea? Even if it works, it would mean that she was making herself weaker. Let's go to the movies. We look around the lobby for a list of which movies are showing this week. The current options appear to be a historical documentary and psychological thriller. Buy a ticket? Let's see the historical documentary. You learn about the issues of the past that are considered particularly relevant to the present. Alright, job. Yeah, let's put the jobs first and the rest last. There, that should be enough for classes. Do you want to go hunting or go to the movies? Let's go to the movies, see what we can find. Let's see what the superhero's about. You settle in for a superhero action movie and enjoy all the kicking and punching. Faye, what are you doing with that straw? I'm working on a project, little mistress. You'll see the results soon. Be patient. I don't like being patient. Aww. Classes. Art history. Lore. Antiquestrator. Faye, you called me? I'm not even dressed yet. Oh. You got a tree! And straw ornaments! Merry midwinter to you, little mistress. Tonight, the longest night of the year, the greatest amount of time available to you in the dark. Does that mean I have to do extra work? No, little mistress. This is it's not a night for working. It's a time for celebration. Is that why you're wearing that dress? Exactly! Never seen you in a dress before. You look pretty. Thank you, little mistress. Traditionally on midwinter, after the tree is decorated, children demonstrate skills that they have learned during the year and receive presents for them. Skills? Most children see soldiers. Thank you, Nightmare! Little bastard. Moving on. Of course you're not truly a child. So I don't get a present? Of course you get a present! But I have a different idea in mind for a skill you can demonstrate. What's that? Tonight is the longest night, when the powers of darkness are at their peak. I thought it would be a good time for you to try to change back to an adult form. Oh, how do I do that? I'm not certain. I have never been a vampire. But perhaps turn your focus inward, think about your strengths, and then have been developing. Let that power fill you. Then imagine yourself changing. She closes her eyes, concentrating. Oh my god, that's adorable. Little mister is so dear. Think little girl again? Didn't work. Not quite, but it was a good start, little mistress. I'm sure you'll master the art in no time. Do I still get a present? Of course you do. Go get dressed and I'll give it to you. I bought her a... candle! After she finishes with her present, we spend the night in celebration. Of course she ate the candle. Why are so many famous paintings about the same thing over and over again? Rich people, peasants, angels, saints, landscapes, landscapes, landscapes. I know it's traditional, but there are many traditions older than the Christian church. Considering the history, wealthy nobles and religious institutions could afford to commission great art, and had the power to destroy what they did not approve of. As for peasants and landscapes, they are easy subjects to find references for. Didn't great artists ever want to draw something anything more interesting, like monsters and legends? Many of them did, in studies and caricatures. Sketches cost little but time. Large oil painting and sculptures require patrons and sponsors. Look at cultures with other dominant religions. The beast-headed gods of Egypt and the dragons of China were important enough that the wealthy and powerful invested in their depiction. So there are no giant antique paintings of Vilcase wolves because nobles didn't worship them? Werewolves, vampires, and other fantastical creatures were more commonly drawn to illustrate stories, and were therefore more limited by printing technology. There are some interesting medieval woodcuts I could show you. More recent storybooks or fantasy novels may include paintings or myths or monsters for inserts or cover art. Modern, popular, and commercial art is not my specialty. Sign of the sun, the sign of the morning star, and the sign of the tree of life. Very good. Now you've learned the names and meanings of these symbols, would you like to try crafting them? They say there's power in runes if you carve them with your own hands. But is that true? Well, I have runes of protection set around my home, and they've kept me safe from demons so far. Does she really believe in magic, or is she only joking? I can't tell. Of course, I'll have to charge a bit extra for the materials, but I think the hands-on experience will be worth it. Carving runes sounds a bit like art class. I wonder if there's a connection between art and lore. I was talking to my art teacher about why there aren't more famous paintings of mythological monsters, and she said that drawings like that usually end up as illustrations for books. Do you have any books like that? Illustrations? I suppose I have some nice illustrated children's books as fairy tales at home. Do you like traditional fairy tales, Ishtar? I think so, but I don't know very many. But I must certainly bring in some books. You know, there are a lot of Russian fairy tales about a girl named Vasilisa, my name. Sometimes she's a magical princess, but in my favorite stories, she's a clever peasant girl. She challenges the witch Baba Yaga to save her village, or she chases away monsters with her enchanted doll, or she has to clean an impossible mess of dead flowers to find a golden needle. Of course, I'm not very good at cleaning. Neither am I. Alright, let's go hunting. Luckily, I don't think we're going to deal with any more vampire. Oh, apparently we are. Apparently, we are very mysterious with our insight in occult. Sink your fangs into your helpless victim, feeling energy rush into your body. Little mistress, you have spent much time studying the occult. I keep hoping I'll find spells that really work. If I could transform stone into gold, I wouldn't have to work anymore. But it's mostly just old stories. I guess I can expect human books to know real secrets. Perhaps, and yet some humans are endlessly fascinated by the trappings of mystery and the promise of secret revelations. If you use your knowledge of mysticism, you can profit by offering your services to believers. My services? You could speak to the dead for them and bring back messages from their loved ones. Or you could tell them visions of the future. Do I have powers over ghosts and visions? Is this something vampires can do? You are not a human, little mistress. Powerful magic flows through your veins, which you are only just beginning to learn to use. Your blood can do much more than keep you eternally young. When your powers grow, you'll be able to change your form, control the minds of others, spawn servants. I see no reason why you could not learn to see the future. Or learn to make it. The psychic job is now available. So, we get to be a psychic now. Oh my god, and that's for since. Oh, okay, so I didn't need to be doing what I was doing before. Oh, well, whatever. Earn some money. Ah, but being a psychic lowers our endurance. That's a shame. Oh, sure, I brought those storybooks that I promised you. They have some very nice pictures in them. See, this is the Firebird with her glowing rainbow of feathers. And here is Baba Yaga flying in her mortar. And here is Vasily... I always want to say Vasilisa. But it's... It is Vasil... Oh my god. My brain is mush. Vasilisa carrying light inside a skull. Oh, I like that one. I like the dark woods in her dress and all the little mushrooms in the border. May I borrow this one to show to my art teacher? If you like, but don't forget to give it back. I hate losing books. I'll be careful. Study art soon so that I can return this book. Wake up, little misters. You don't want to miss the celebration. Faye, are we going to a party? Something like that. Tonight is New Year's Eve. It is a night for revelry. Traditionally, there are concerts and dances all night long. And in more recent tradition, fireworks at midnight. That sounds nice. Everyone will be out in the streets celebrating and drinking hot mulled wine. And I have some blood for your cup as well. Oh, good. Have you heard of Molibdenumtsi? What's that? It's an old folk tradition of telling future, especially at the start of a new year, used to melt a metal like tin. People sometimes use lead because it's cheap and you can melt it in a spoon, but it's poisonous, so that's legal now. So you take a special horseshoe made of pure tin and grip it in your hands tight to fill it with your energy, then you melt it in a ladder over a fire until it's all shining liquid. Then you pour it as quick as you can into cold water so it turns solid, and then you look at the shape it made, and you divine your future from that. I've got a book here of patterns and shapes. Can we try it? I'm probably not supposed to encourage you to play with fire. I promise not to play without adult supervision. After all, I am an adult. I don't have any tin to melt with me anyway, but I can tell you where to get some, and the book. I wonder what I can find out about my future. Alright. What do we want to do? We should probably go... Let's go hunting. Again. Yep, no, run. Ooh! A club dancer! Come on. Snow out here is crazy. It's Canada glass. It never gets warm. Are you playing with makeup again, little mistress? I am making my eyes look larger and darker. It's very glamorous. All the ladies in town are doing it. You have an eye for beauty, little mistress. However, there are advantages to the fresh, youthful look of your current physical form. What do you mean? A young body with a disciplined mind and a sophisticated appreciation of style could make an excellent fashion model. It is a job which pays quite well. People would pay just to look at me? Well, I'm pretty sure there's one here who would. A nightmare? Anyway, so that they would make clothing catalogs. The child model is there. I feel like I just implied something bad about Nightmare. Sorry, Nightmare. Moving on. Child model, chance low. We'll do one more week of 2 jobs. Actually, she's 300 years old. Actually, we don't know how old she is, but we can presume she's older than a couple centuries. And we'll do art history. I brought a book I thought you might like to see. It has some interesting... Alright, take the book now. Ah yes, the work of Ivan Bilibin, a dedicated man, part of the Union of Russian Artists, very involved in the culture of the time, including theater and ballet. Of course, he couldn't avoid politics. He fell foul of one revolution, fled another, and died at last in his homeland during the war. The pictures themselves are appealing. Vasilisa the Beautiful. Yes, she is. Nothing. Vasilisa the Beautiful is the name of the story in the picture. Right, I knew that. Teacher flips through the book, making comments of various details and patterns. When she's finished, she hands the book back to you. Thank you for bringing this. It's been many years since I held a storybook. I need to give this back to Vasilisa. I'm truly amazed at your progress, such knowledge and dedication in one so young. Maybe you shouldn't judge by appearance. Don't make that face at me, miss. You still have a long way to go, and it's my job to push you. Whew, that was close. Oh, no, run from the vampire hunter! Okay, this one we can take. Maybe. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's go with... Let's leave Antique Starter there and rest at the end. Here's your book. Thank you for loaning it to me. Thank you for returning it so quickly. These pictures were very pretty, but do you have any books with pictures of really scary monsters? Hairy demons and blackwater ghosts and night stranglers and blood serpents? Well, I don't know. I have some very scary books, but I might get in trouble if I show them to a little girl. It's fine as long as it's educational. I'll think about it. Na 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 na. Don't really need to queue anywhere, so let's hit up the movies. Science fiction, I guess. Okay. Do a couple classes of lore. And then Bishop Berthold rode to the front of his troops to give a speech, but a snake reared up and hissed at the horse, causing it to bolt away from the army into the forest. And while he was trying to get control of his horse, the peasants came out from the trees and speared him to death. Very good. You just drink up knowledge like a little sponge, don't you? It's not the only thing I drink. I think we're ready to move to a more advanced topic now. Is there anything you're particularly interested in? That book. What alphabet is that written in? Oh, I forgot I had that with me. It's a secret script that was used only by the old Lavinian dragon priests. At least, I think it is. It might be a hoax. I've seen symbols like those in my vampire father's library. Perhaps it's a key to his secrets? Can you teach me to read it? Well, I'm still puzzling out some of these ciphers myself, but we can study them together. If we're studying together, does that mean I shouldn't have to pay for your lessons? You're paying for access to an extremely rare book. Ishtar, do you remember when you asked for a book with scary pictures? Yes? This book is really for grown-ups, but you have been studying so hard, and you deserve a reward, and I'm sure you're smart enough to handle it. But if you're going to be sick, please don't throw up on my book. Why would I throw up? Vasilisa lifts the cover of a large book and holds it up to display a glossy full-page image. Ooh, that's bloody. Isn't it, though? You can see all the veins where his heart was ripped out. The artist must have looked at a lot of bodies to get all these details. She turns some pages, and this one is based on the famous local vampire stories. Oh? Hundreds of years ago in a village near here, there was a man called Nicholas, who died suddenly during a winter storm. He lived alone, so it was days before his son found his frozen body in order to bury it. But after this funeral, villager after villager started falling ill, growing weaker every day. Before they died, they told their families that dead Nicholas had come to them in the night to steal their blood. The villagers called for a priest and a shaman and a knight, and they dug up Nicholas's body at the height of noon to stop the vampire from rising, and they saw his mouth-dead body hadn't rotted at all, and his mouth was wet and smeared with blood. So they took a stake of hawthorn and drove it through his heart, and fresh blood squirted everywhere, and then there were no more vampire attacks in the village. Wait, they dug him up during the day? Yes. He can't have been a vampire then. A vampire would have crumbled to dust when the sunlight touched him. Oh, that's not part of traditional vampire lore. That wasn't made up recently. What? Nosferatu, the image of vampires burning up in the sun, was invented as part of early cinema because it made really exciting special effect for a movie. I mean, that's not true. Now in the old traditions, there are stories of vampires walking around and talking with ordinary people during the day. The sun only makes them weak. Especially at noon, they get sleepy and lose their powers. That's why it's the best time for a hunter to kill them. Oh, I think she's gonna have a conversation with, us about that one. Nah. Nah, 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 nah. I have to admit, the vampire hunter is kind of cute. There we go. Hey, yes, masters. Vasilisa told me that vampires aren't really killed by sunlight, that they used to walk in the daytime in the old stories. She said that burning in the sun was invented for the movies. Vasilisa is not a vampire. Your teacher knows many old stories, but she's only human. After all, she doesn't know what is truth and what is legend. She doesn't even know what we are. And I'm certainly not going to risk your life just to prove whether you burn in the sun or not. But if we're not sure, what if the old master isn't really dead? What? No, that's ridiculous. He's gone. There's nothing left of him but dust. But you didn't see it happen, right? No, I was out in town running errands. Is it possibility? No, surely not. Little mistress, it's been half a year since the accident. If the old master survived, why would he have left? Why would he not return to reclaim his home? He was not a man willing to let go of what he thought he owned. He was killed by the sun. It is the only answer. Your teacher does not know as much as she thinks about vampires. That does not obligate you to correct her. Aww. Okay. Let's make some money. And let's hit up the movies. For class, let's go over to lore. And art history? Sure. It's gonna eat up all our money, but why not? Entice the doctor. Na 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 na. Okay. Job. Antique. Rest. Okay. And let's go hunting again. Hello, vampire hunter. I'm going to entice you again. Maybe. We'll see. She's being tough. Oh, there we go. Enticing the vampire hunter. So 143 days left. Hey, what is it? Today was the Spring Fortuna Festival. It's mostly celebrated during daylight, but if you hurry, you can still catch the last bits. It's good luck, you know. Spring, but it's not spring. Everything's still frozen. It's about the anticipation of the spring to come, encouraging and welcome it. There was a ritual come at in the town square earlier where the Knights of Spring defeated the Queen of Winter. Rude! But one tradition for luck is the year to come is to go on a fast ride over the ice and snow like sledding or skating. I've arranged for you to go on a carriage ride. A horse-drawn carriage? That sounds so cute. And since part of the festival is stuffing yourself with fair food, when you get back, I'll treat you. Huzzah! Come to the study as soon as you're dressed. Hello? Evening, miss. Ready to go? Who's this person? Well, she smells like horses, so she must be the driver. Is Faye coming? Well, I paid for one past her. I suppose it's alright. Go hunting. Entice the old lady. Okay. Job. And dictator. We've unlocked most of the jobs, surprisingly. Let's hit up the movies. Boop. Ooh, romance. Okay, let's go to lore. Ma, you're really doing well at this. You're so clever and diligent, too. Yes, I am. You'd like to assist me with some translations. Out of these old historical records from storage, they've never been properly... They might contain secret information about Ivan the Terrible. Or they might also be great requisition orders for a siege. We don't know yet. They're so brown, the letters are hard to see. Well, if it were easy, someone would have done it already. I guess we'll do lore for a bit. Go hunting. Run away. We're not fighting the vampire hunter. There we go, vampire hunter. Well, one we can take anyway. Now, I should probably start relying... Since I'm making so much money, I think I can start relying on buying things instead of hunting people. Back to lore. Something on your mind, Ishtar? I've been wondering for a while, but I wasn't sure how to ask. Do you believe in magic? What? Do you believe that there are spells and sorcerers with real power? Do you believe that creatures like vampires and demons actually exist, not just in stories? Do you promise not to laugh? Of course I won't laugh. Well, when I was a little girl, I got lost in the woods. I wandered off when my parents weren't looking, and I couldn't find my way back. Kept walking, and then I fell and scratched my leg, and I was hungry, and it was getting dark, and I started to cry. And then the fairies came and found me. They were beautiful and covered in leaves and glowing lights, and they took me by the hand and led me out the woods, and then they disappeared. No one believed what I'd seen. But I know they were fairies, or llama, or dryads, or kishlashi. God damn it! Kash-ali. There we go. Something magical. I believe you. Really? Even though I've never found them again? I keep searching, but magical creatures are good at hiding. I know, especially when they have powers to camouflage. Of course they're hard to find. But if you pay attention to the patterns, there are so many clues. I've been trying to track down pieces of a map that might show the way to Izasul, the underworld. Do you know there are rumors that a vampire still stalks the streets of this fairy town? I hadn't heard that. Go shopping. Alright, continue. Alright, so we are going to have to start... Oh, that's a vampire we can take. One-shot kill. Today's the spring equinox. The nights are getting shorter, aren't they? I'm afraid so. As we pass into summer, you'll have less time for activities before the sun returns. Are you running out of time? Don't worry, little mistress. I won't fail you yet. Now that you've had more experience, it should be easier to balance building your skills while obtaining your energy. Alright. Well... We'll do one more week of Antiquities Trader. And then we'll go to the other one. Nature documentary. Faye, why do the eggs in your bowl have such funny colored shells? These are dawn eggs, little misters. They are boiled and dyed with all the colors of spring, then they are peeled and eaten with salt. There are many traditions about eggs. Would you like to take part? You want me to bite an egg? Not exactly. Pick an egg and hold it so the more pointed end is pointing down, and I'll hold mine so the pointed end is up. When I give you the signal, you strike your egg down on mine, like teeth clashing. Whoever egg stays unbroken longer will have good luck for the rest of the year. Right. Smash. Aw, I lost. Don't worry, little misters. My good luck is your good luck. After all, I'm here to support you. True. Aw. There we go. Vasilisa, if you had the option, would you want to live forever? Wouldn't everyone? Well, I would think so, but some people get all angsty about it. I know, right? I'd love to live forever if I didn't have to get old. I'd have so many things to learn. The only downside I can think of is, well, some of the legends I've researched talked about tomes of eldritch lore that give great knowledge, but if you read too much, they drive you mad. If you live forever, that'd be a very long time to be insane. Or you might live long enough to recover. That's true. Actually, maybe you need to be immortal to have enough time to absorb all the horrible truths beyond reality. So you're in favor of immortality, even if it came with a price? Do I need to sell my firstborn child? I don't have one yet, but I'm sure I could get one. Really? It's just a joke. After all, we haven't found the secret to immortality just yet. That's both more and less true than you realize. Okay, so it looks like it's going to cost somewhere around $4.20 a week for that class. Starting to think I may have overhunted. Job, Antiques Trader. Manama. Okay, don't think we need anything, so let's just head to the movies. Comedy! Oh, that's neat. Okay, that should be enough to go to our lesson. Buy a ticket. Heist. Classes, lore, begin. Strength, grace, and mischief all went down by 1. Lovely! Okay. Do shopping. That should be enough. Happy May Day, little mistress. It's also called International Workers' Day or Labor Day. Does that mean I have to do extra work today? You don't have to do any work today. Today is a holiday. Of course, I still have to do my job. This is a day to celebrate freedom, independence, and your country, and all those whose labor make your existence possible. Hurrah! Night off! Have a good night. Okay, let's go. Job. Antiquities Trader, go. I mean, could you imagine just being like, who the hell am I buying this, like, Ming Dynasty vase from? And, like, you meet the person and it's just, like, some small vampire girl going, hi! Buy it or I'll bite you. Okay, go hunting. Or, no, go to the movies again. Okay, classes. Lore. Go. Na 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 na. Okay, what else do we want? Hey! A delinquent! Aw, she's so adorable, and now we eat her. Happy name day, little mistress. What's that? Throughout the year, there were special days to celebrate who was given a particular name at birth, but I don't know my original name. And today is the day for everyone who doesn't have a specified name day. Usually because their names are strange and new and not entered on the calendar yet, unlike those who are named after all the saints. Therefore, today can be your name day. When is your name day? Oh, I've never celebrated one. I don't remember the name I was born with either. Then today can be for both of us. It's very thoughtful of you. I know. The little smug face. Like, yes, I know. I'm very thoughtful. I'm the greatest, aren't I? God, she's adorable. Okay, hit up the movies again. How's alchemy work? Oh, okay. Classes. Lore. And because of his interest in Vaniology, he might have hidden the sword by an underground spring instead of taking it with him to be captured by the Russians. That's an interesting theory, but it's wrong. You studied so hard and learned so much. I've run out of things that I had planned to teach you about. I don't think we'd get this far. There's so much left to learn about. We barely started. I know, the world is so big and there's so much to study, but I'm not enough of an expert to teach you about the rest of the world. We'd have to learn about it together. Well, that's alright. I inherited a big library, you know. We could read together. But I couldn't charge you a tutoring fee for that. And I do need to make a living. Oh, I could sponsor research, but that would be hard to explain while I look at a child. Will I see you again sometime? I hope so. If you can make any exciting discoveries, call me. Oh, I will. Alright, so we finished those classes. Lovely. Alright, so let's go hunting. Hello! I'm gonna entice you now. I think we're gonna have time for another run through, so it really depends on what I wanted. Who else you want to find? Antiquities trader. Let's finish up our art class. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna get cancelled, so let's see how this goes. Wait, what? We have already covered multiple semesters worth of material. I am impressed at the focus you brought to the subject. You're now at the end of my syllabi. I have no further lessons. Oh. I'd recommend seeking out experts in particular styles and traditions that would interest you. There's always more to learn. I'm sure you'll do well. Thank you. Go hunting. Run away. I could probably take her, but maybe I should have. Okay, what else do you want to learn? Let's learn some self-defense. Greetings, my young warrior. My name is Miss Kabir, but you may call me Kabir-sensei if you prefer. I'm not a warrior, I'm a thinker. The greatest war is the one we fight within ourselves for self-control and self-mastery. I'd prefer it if you used my teachings only to make yourself stronger and never to attack another. However, the day may come when you need to defend yourself. Here, little miss, put this on. Faye, why are we wearing flowers? Tonight is midsummer, the shortest night of the year. Doesn't that make me weaker? Perhaps a bit, but that means every night after this, you'll grow stronger. Tonight, there will be great celebrations throughout the land. Bonfires, cheese, and beer, singing, dancing. It's a night for... Summer is also a festival of fertility and romance. Many new couples will be formed this night, though some will not last beyond the morning. Your body still looks too young for courting games. Watch the others. Follow your heart and you might learn something of love. Come now. Let's go outside and join the festivities. I'm still in my night dress. It will serve for a festival gown. This is a night to be free and flowing. Soon, too soon, we must make the final test, and I will live or I will die based on how well I have prepared her. Is she strong enough? Can she take on her full powers? Can she return to Adult Farm, bind me to her service with the blood that will sustain me? Or must I fade and meet at last the final punishment for my failures? If my life must end, let there at least be this one night of happiness and freedom. Aw, come now, the night awaits. Aw, she's adorable. Tice the doctor. Banana. Na na na. Banana. I really do love the occult teacher. She is very, very cute. I think I might have a thing for pink hair. Let's try horse riding for the last bit of this, I guess. Hello, Mayor. I say, is this good size for it? Finally, someone doesn't think I'm too young. Do a chair, though. It isn't safe. I'd have played it up if you don't cut it. Cut my hair? But the horse has long hair. Why does it get to have long hair? Rider's hair only gets in the way. A horse needs to be his tail to swat away bugs that bite. Little miss, don't. I didn't do anything. Whoa, horsey. Good girl. Good girl. That's right. Much better control. Good girl, Ishtar. Now that you can... the look. Now that you have to keep your seat and command a horse's attention for simple instructions, we move up to more sophisticated signals. We'll now learn to transition between multiple gaits, approach diagonals consistently, and rise to the trot. What does that mean? Naturally, the next level of tuition commands a higher tariff. That means it costs more. And I still have to take care of the tag myself. Alright, this is our last week. Do we succeed or do we die? Here's the question. Little Mr. Ishtar, it's time, isn't it? I'm sorry, I don't know how much longer I can hold on. My strength is almost gone. So I have to try as hard as I can to take out my full power. What happens if I fail? You will go on without me and live a long life and be happy. But you won't fail. You are the only reclaiming the power that is rightfully yours. I believe in you. Right. She closed her eyes, concentrating. And... Adult Ishtar! I cough quietly. Oh god, she's adorable. Welcome home, mistress. It's good to be back. She runs her hands over her body, delighting in the fit, the rightness of her shape. Now, I think we have a bit of business to take care of, don't we, Faye? You've been quite a good friend to me, and I wish for you to stay by my side for as long as you choose. Always, mistress. I kneel before her, offering up a thin-bladed knife with a golden cat's-eye gem set into the hilt. Once it was the old master's, now it is hers. As am I. She grasps the knife by its blade, unflinching, and holds out her hand. It's kind of doing it for me. The blood flows through, filling it with a new life. Faye, you are mine. Do-do-do-do. Slowly, I push myself back to my feet. The world is yours, mistress. What will you do with it? Oh, I have a few ideas. But first, we need to talk. Talk? I know I'm not exactly the same person that I once was. I know that there's parts of my past, our past, that I will never recall. But I believe you and I once had something very special. Something more than flirtation between a loyal bodyguard and the master's rebellious daughter. After all, you killed a man for me. I don't remember my past, but I know you, my companion, my guide, my playmate, my dearest friend. You've been here for me all this time. And even without my old memories, I can still teach you a thing or two. I am not commanding you to love me, but if you're interested... Ishtar, my dear Ishtar. Aww. We've waited long enough. Oh! And hello, is anyone here? I received a call. Hello, Vasilisa. Oh! I'm sorry, have we met? Look into my eyes. Ishtar, how is this possible? Magic! Also, I'm a vampire. Are you making fun of me? Definitely not. I am a vampire. This is my estate, and Faye is my personal servant. I did wonder why your parents were never around, but if you're a vampire, why did you need classes from me? Because I lost my memory. I was locked in a coffin for many years, asleep and unfed. I lost all my strength, I forgot who I was, and I could no longer change into my adult form. You changed shape? I turned into a bat once, half a bat. It was very uncomfortable. Why are you telling me this? Because I like you, Vasilisa. I've enjoyed spending time with you and studying with you, and like you, I still have so much to learn. I'd like for us to keep learning together. What? You can live here at the estate. I'll sponsor your research. You can study anything you want, for as long as you want. You don't even have to become a vampire. Just a taste of my blood once a year will keep you young. That's what you meant when you asked if I wanted to live forever, isn't it? That's what you meant, but you also said there would be a price. Well, drinking my blood means you belong to me, and can't ever go against my will. It's a bond, and I might want to feed on you now and then. Oh, that's fine. Really? I always expected that someday I'd have to sell my soul to a tentacled mushroom abomination from beyond the stars in order to gain true power. Giving myself to a beautiful woman is much nicer. She's not wrong. Well then. This could be the start of a glorious future. And we got the harem ending. Yay! An immortal lifespan brought with it a chance for enlightened perspective. With time, one could see events unfold and change and repeat in a pattern too large for a single human to grasp. Ishtar's drive to collect the knowledge of the past made education a natural career outlet. Unless she decided to found her own university. As a professor, she could be as eccentric as she liked without comment, and there would always be new students to engage with. Having official academic accreditation also allowed Ishtar to order certain esoteric tests and works of occult lore that might otherwise have been difficult to obtain. They were human-written and necessarily limited, but they could contain valuable secrets for Ishtar's research, which she had no intention of sharing, except, of course, with Vasilisa. Faye found to her surprise that she enjoyed being part of this new enterprise. She approved of the many classes, sometimes choosing to audit one herself. She also approved of the neo-Gothic architecture of the university buildings. It was like the estate, only many times larger. It was only natural for Faye to slip into the position of an administrator, hoping to keep things running behind the scenes. Vasilisa was thrilled to have access to the full resources of her very own university. In Ishtar's name, she traveled the globe, attending conferences and acquiring new books. It was all very exciting, but the most exciting of all was returning to her lover, laden with treasures and ideas to share. Then they could curl up on a couch together and kiss and cuddle and read all night long. Aww. Oh god, the target's bitten. Do, do, boo. So, we got the professor ending. Meh. Tentacle fans. I love how one person just had a smiley. Do. Do. I had a lot of delinquents. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Dee. Beep. Beep. And the bunny girl, because of course we ate the bunny girl. Do do do. Now now. All right, so the professor ending. These are all our endings. You also have to unlock all the romance and extras. Okay, computer instructor, horticulturist, urban explorer, dance instructor. I think we're going to avoid the sad one. Completed the endings gallery, unlocked all jobs in one game. Bit a teacher during class. Kiss someone's hand at the ball, saw your future. Do you want to do another run? Or nah? Sure, why don't we try another run? Let's see, we'll name her... I do quite enjoy Ishtar. And for ourselves, yeah, we'll keep a standard. Now, let's check the conditions for things. I think we'll aim for one that I think Glass will like. And Alex, if Alex turns up. You're always distinctive. You set the trends more than follow them. You're interested in history and tradition. All right. So for now, we'll do ballroom dancing and horse riding. I wonder if we can get more than 2. Oh, I don't think we can date her. No. That's the horticulturist. Oh god, there's a few of those. Well, I suppose that's the next one after this. That I think most of my chat would like for some reason. And there we go. Good evening, mademoiselle. She bowed. You may call me Lady Akari. Ah, good evening to you as well. My name is Ishtar. It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance. Ordinarily, formal dance is taught in a group so that you can practice interactions with others of your age, my age. But for such a charming little lady, I will make a special exception. Here, I will be your partner. So cool. Activities will automatically advance, showing you the results. Yep, I know. Good size for it. Yeah, we've been here before. Yeesh, we done fucked that one up. Well, this could be interesting. Jobs. Animal shelter and rest. Do you know why? Yep, I'll have to build up her insight. I'm your companion. Use the butler as a friend. Keep a journal. Ow. Alright, we have to gain insight. I think insight has to reach 150. Oh my god. We're so... We are... Okay, yeah, no. There we go. Oh god, why is money so hard to get? You were disobedient, stole from him, a person, or affections. Okay, we don't have the ability to get that one. There we go, that'll work. Us constantly failing at it is a pain. What's our insight at? 22? Jeez. Go back to the animal shelter again. Okay, we make more at the animal shelter. Yay. Na-na-na-na-na. Badoo. Classes. Debate. Begin. Hi, Jenny. Have fun lurking. And we ran out of money again. God damn it. Ah, shit. Vampire Hunter, run away. Yep. Jobs. Go hunting. Apartments. Nicely delinquent. Okay, jobs. Now we can go to the animal shelter repeatedly. God, getting money is such a pain. I prefer you. Okay, classes. Let's go with ballet. May I carry mask? You may. Your style is very short and you don't wear a dress and you dance the male robe when practicing. Do you want to be a boy? That is a personal question, mademoiselle. Next time you should phrase your request that way. If I had, you might have said no. Normally it would be improper for a teacher to discuss personal issues with a student, but it is difficult, sometimes for a young person to find guidance. I am not male. I am not disguising myself as a man. I am a princely woman. That is my personal preference and style. I enjoy being dashing and dramatic. That has nothing to do with whether I'm a woman or not. Does that help you understand? I think so. Can I try dancing the male part? Perhaps when you are taller. Aww. Bob Shop, run away! Might as well try and be scary. Not quite there yet. I think one more ballroom dancing. Alright, let's go hunting again. Doctor got away, dang it. Okay, let's do 2 animal shelters, and then we'll do a debate class. There we go. Meet the doctor. Class debate. Right, we'll just skip this. I don't know. Oh, this is the... Sigh. Something the matter, little misters? I've been practicing my manners, but what's the point if I never get to see anyone? You see me, and you see your teachers, and I never get to see anyone socially. I want to go out more. I want to go to parties. I want to make an impact on society. It's too dangerous for you to attend balls where you look like a child. What if I went in disguise? There is even more questions. Yes, but they'd be the wrong questions, so they'd get the wrong answers. I'll go to mass ball and be mysterious and charming and meet new people, maybe nibble on them a little. That's it. That is what? I'll go to balls as a handsome young prince, then I can kiss ladies' hands and steal a bit of blood. No, mistress, you can't simply go around, but only women who are charmed enough to offer me their hands, and once they do, it would be bad manners for me to make a fuss about a tiny little sting. That's the power of etiquette. Oh dear. So now we may attend balls. Faye? Yes, little mistress? What about the old master? What killed him? There was an accident. The house is poorly maintained. Okay. So inside, I think we need to get to 150. But that's it, so... What's the law at? Law is at 25. keep going with law. Do. Let's go attend the ball. Oh boy. There we go. Hi. Silas was angry for trying to steal a person he believed to be his. Was that person you? Yes. And he found out somehow and locked me away to punish me, and that is how I lost my memories, but he didn't punish you. He controlled you. You felt whatever he told. Did you betray him? Not by choice. I tried to resist. We knew it was dangerous. We hoped your blood could overrule him, but I was bonded to him, and he commanded me to tell. Were we lovers, you and I? Feels wrong to talk about you with this now. You're not quite the same person you were. You're not answering my question. Aren't you compelled to answer, your mistress? I'm not fully bonded to you, little mistress. Well, enjoy your Yep. Alright. We'll do 2 night bakers. There we go. Oh, oops. I forgot to talk to her. Okay, classes. Debate. And that should get us up to 40-ish law. How much law do we need to unlock the job? I have no idea. Okay, get the awareness, get more technology. Okay, we can finally go to a job that pays more and doesn't get rid of our stats. Raise our awareness and insight. Which means we can officially start making money while raising our insight, which means I don't have to care about insight anymore. One for new targets. One for new targets. We'll go with the professor. Okay. Ballroom dancing. Oh well, what have you been up to, my pitsy mademoiselle? I don't know did you really think I wouldn't hear? Hear what? That a mysterious young prince has been making quite a splash in the local social scene. Unless you have a brother you've been keeping hidden, I think it's obvious who the charming young gentleman might be. Don't tell anyone. Keep your temper, Ishtar. A lady shouldn't growl. Neither should a gentleman. It isn't polite. I don't intend to spoil anyone's secret, as long as you're safe. Safe? As you're apparently very fond of the ladies, and older ladies, it's safe and free to get your flirting practice in a public place where nothing much can happen. I'm not even sure what she's implying. I suppose I ought to let you practice leading a bit, if you might be inclined that way. Just don't be in too much of a hurry to grow up. You have no idea. Come to town with me, little mistress? There are some things for the household I should buy. Oh, it's midwinter. Oh god, it's already midwinter. Turn yourself into a cat. She gracefully climbs down the shelves without knocking the skull item askew. I was curious because I can't normally see up so high, and then I spotted something far in the back. She holds up her hand, displaying a small metallic object covered in cobwebs. What is it? It's a thimble, a very fine silver one. You put it over your thumb for protecting while you're using a sewing needle. I wonder how it got up there. Does it belong to the master? No, he'd never have attempted to mend his own clothing. I do own sewing kicks, but they're not as nice as this. So could it have been mine? Hi, Alex. Cute bite. Then bite me and mark me as yours. I mean, ha! Are you degenerate? Oh, hey, Alex! You joined us during the route where I chose specifically because I knew you'd like one of the romance in it. Let's go hunting tonight. Okay, and we'll go horseback riding.
Phrasing?
Wait, what route? Elaborate. You'll see. Good girl. It's alright, much better control. Good girl, Ishtar. We've been through here before. Good form, excellent control. Naturally. Now you're ready to go a bit faster? Do I get to gallop through the woods and leap over tall fences? Eventually, but not quite that fast. Remember, even a small jump can be dangerous. I'm not a baby. I wouldn't teach a baby to jump. Right. So, I think... Well, let's do kind of ball. Faye, what are you doing with that straw? Ah, we made her a thing-me. We're making the thing-me again. Fortunately, it's gonna be one more day before we get to go to where I get to see the person. Oh, yeah. It turns into a bat. God, I love that. It's adorable. What did we get her? Money pouch. Alright. Well, might as well attend the ball. Dominance is always a good thing. Da-na-na-na-na. Alex, very intrigued. Well, we're about to meet her. There's another one who I'm thinking of doing in the route after this, so we'll see. Ballroom dance, filing clerk, sleeping coffin. Here she is. Say hello to Akari. Ah, mademoiselle, see how far you are improving? Already you are more graceful in your movements. Thank you. But does that mean I wasn't graceful before? Well, I probably wasn't. Now that you've mastered these more basic steps, we can practice more intricate patterns. They'll cost a bit more, but such is the price that comes to become a princess. I'm not a princess! Ah, but you could be someday. Imagine the hearts that you might capture with your grace and charm once you're grown. That might be sooner than you think. Hey, Akari, may I ask a question? It's about etiquette. You may ask, mademoiselle. Well, Faye gave me a present for midwinter. She said that children get gifts from adults in exchange for showing off their skills. Yes, of course. Did you dance for her? No, that's not the point. Is it socially wrong if I give a gift to an adult? Not wrong, but unusual. It isn't your responsibility. Also, you have no money of your own, which means any gift you purchase would come partly from another who worked to earn it. Well, that's more complicated than you realize. That is why it is traditional for children to perform, to recite or dance or sing, to draw, if you like. The skill is something that belongs to you and makes it a gift when you share it. Luckily, we can go to the ball and level up our skills. Nah, nah, nah. Tomboy vampire, all she needs to know how to leash color. No, no, not for her, for me. To be fair, we only have one vampire now, and it's the little girl at the moment. Don't worry, she becomes more, vampire. She's not actually a little girl. She just doesn't have any power right now. Alright, let's do ballroom dancing again. Okay, attend ball. Try again, try again. There we go. Continue conversation, learn more about technology. Learn more dominance. Alright, we don't really have money. Filing clerk. Let's go hunting tonight. Oh shit, run away. Oh shit, run away! Oh shit. Well, I fucked that up. And I didn't have a save, so... Oops. I don't have an autosave, do I? No. Oh. Oh, thank God we had an autosave. Oh boy. Accidentally fucked up there. Dominance? Yeah, it's what we need for the romance route. We have 103. So note to self, don't do that. That was dumb. Fair enough. Okay, from now on we only get our blood from balls, thank you. Oof. Essentially, I learned manly badass hero do safe every important choice. Yeah. To be fair, it was just a check to see if I could fight, and the answer was no, no, we cannot. We got one shot. Okay, back to ballroom dancing. Excellent work, mademoiselle. Excellent work, mademoiselle. You must float on your feet. I wonder if I really can float when I get all my powers back. Starting with the next session, we will begin the advanced disciplines. I'll bring the footwork charts. The steps can get quite intricate. Na-na-na. How much is child model pay? 20. But it requires... Until we get to very good, I'm not gonna risk it. So I'm gonna put rest there and then... There, let's try that. Oh my god! Dreamer! There we go. Oh? You said it was an accident, that you had been careless in your job maintaining the house. A completely random, unexpected accident which just happened to strike the one spot that could kill a centuries-old vampire. Did you kill him, Faye? Why? Why did he do it? Because he was a tyrant. Because after what he did to me, to you, if I did nothing, he might have lived forever. So I did something. You attacked him. I could never have attacked him directly. I was bounded to his blood. There was no escape. I could not resist any command he gave me. But sometimes, when he did not command, I could make convenient mistakes. It was a long, slow process. I could not let myself think about what I was doing. When the end came at last, it was a surprise even to me. I didn't know you'd lose all your memories. I thought I was saving you. You did save me. To my surprise, she gives me a quick hug before running off to her studies. Aww. Alright. So, why don't we do class? Why don't we do another week of rest and work? Alright. Class! Ballroom dancing. We'll do rest and then filing clerk. Step 2, 3. Step 2. Be more confident in your movements. Remember, when you're leading, your partner is following. You have to make the first move. Right. Is this strange for you? What do you mean? Well, I usually one dance in leading role. I usually took the lead with you because you're learning on your own. In an ordinary class, I'd be demonstrating both roles with different partners. Which do you prefer? I'm flexible. Isn't that why you're taking this class? To become more flexible? Alex does need more role. Reversal anime to fulfill Alex's fantasy of being a puppy boy. You'll get there. Save every checkpoint. Yeah! That's one way of looking at it. Now pay attention to the beat, anticipate, move just a tiny fraction early so your partner has time to react on cue. Step, step. She's so evasive. If I want to get to know her better, I'll have to find a way to take control of the situation. Na-na-na. Okay. Oh! We don't really need insight anymore, so let's see how exhausting this will be. Hey, today was the Spring Fortune Festival. Oh. We go for the ride. Oh, being a child model is not that exhausting, apparently. And it pays well. Faye? Yes, old masters? You know, I don't want to look. I don't look like most people. Did the old master look like me? No, he is pale as old milk. I believe your looks are the result of your human parentage. But I don't look like other humans. Not in this town, perhaps, but this is not where you were born. The old master found you when you were in a forest village from here, when you were a human. Village? Where? Where do I come from? I'm sorry, little mistress. I was more than a lifetime ago. I don't know. My memories are few and faint, but I believe you were already the master's daughter before I came to serve him. I was only a child when he turned me to a vampire, wasn't it? Aye, a true human child. It's very likely. It would explain why she reverted to this form as her powers faded. So I was kidnapped, I was a child stolen from my family, my parents. I should be sad, shouldn't I? But I can't remember them at all. Do you remember your family, Faye? Very little. I believe they were peasants who worked the land. You? A peasant? It was a long time ago, someone else's life, just as your humanity was for you. I wonder what name my parents gave me. Aww. Okay, more ballroom dancing. I think we have enough dominance, so we should be fine. Look, Akari, why do you call me Mademoiselle? You're not French. Ah, and how do you know that? Simply because I do not look French to you? Looks can be deceiving. Your name isn't French. Anyone can have any name, no matter where they are born. A name begins as a parent's whims and can be changed just as clothing can. You don't sound French. As it happens, I am not French, though I have been to France. I haven't. You are very young yet, mademoiselle. You have time. No, I am not French. It is a persona, all part of the act. The sort of parents who pay for ballroom dancing lessons often appreciate a bit of foreign flamboyance. But it's a lie? Have I lied to you? Well, I don't know. Do I? If anyone asks, I'm happy to provide my background. Most people don't want to ask, they enjoy the performance. So some people want to be fooled. Mischief goes up. Of course it does. And, mademoiselle, how well you move. If I did not know better, I might think I was watching a noblewoman from ancient times. Not sure whether to be flattered or insulted. Perhaps it is time for us to focus on more subtle studies. A dance is fixed steps to practice. Manners, flattery, moving through a crowd. These must change with every partner and require creativity as well as grace. The ballroom has many ancient codes of behavior and communication, such as the language of flowers and fans. Let us practice together. Conversation and small talk are an important part of ballroom manners, aren't they, Lady Akari? This is so. Then shouldn't you be talking with me more often while we dance? There's no one else for me to practice conversation with. I suppose you have a point. Yes, if I move forward assertively, she'll have to follow my lead. Tell me about yourself. Were you born in this area, or did you move here? I moved to this country about 5 years ago. And yourself? I've been here for as long as I can remember. What brought you here? There aren't many foreigners in town. Calling your partner strange and foreign might be seen as an insult. You must be careful where you step. I am a citizen of the world. I believe all people are connected. I enjoy immersing myself in different cultures. In a few years, I'll move on. Do you speak many languages? Hi! There's so many things I need to learn. Let's speak of something else. Do you like my hat? It is very charming, mademoiselle. But not something you would wear. No, it is not my style. Let us speak about your style. You notice that I am a lover of women. Would that description apply to you as well? What? Don't miss the beat. Ah, mademoiselle, you are far too young to require an answer to that question. Whatever my taste might be, that would not include you. What if I happen to have a tall, beautiful older sister? Ah, you mean Faye? No. Mademoiselle, you're too young to play these games. Let us return to our dancing lessons. She might think differently if she knew the truth. Alright, time to another ball. Faye? What's up, little mistress? Strange woman I met before the vampire What? Village I came from where I was human. I've never seen anyone in town who looks like me. Her skin, her hair, her eyes, or something. What if she's a relative? Little mistress, your family died many years ago, as did mine. You're all that remains. But if you had cousins or siblings and their children or their children, there must still be living people who are connected to you. None that knew me, none that could say anything about who I once was. I wish I could give you better answers about your past, but that woman is not the solution. She is dangerous. Okay. Oh, our wages went up. Yay! I think we're fine. Okay. Ballroom dancing. Go! It will make her weaker. It will lower the amount of time left. That was my bad. Should have been more careful. Okay, we don't have much time left. Hopefully we get there. I think we'll be fine. Oh, I should have checked the money. Well, hopefully we didn't screw that up. Let's actually go hunting this week. Oh, we can hit her with anything and it would be fine. It's that time. A town with red hair and freckles like you. Like that, you do? I'm not joking around. I'm right, me, part Irish, part Swedish, part marmalade, grew up in England, and now here I am. Lots of horses in this country, but for ages past they were bred for harness work, draft horses, carriage horses, good utility horses, but not show jumpers. After the big political breakup and the changes in the economics, there's more call for sport horses. It's big up the country to make good showing at international sports events. So they want more equestrian stables, and they've got the new wealth and support them. But they don't have the history, they don't have the trainers. And that's how someone like me from an old horsey family gets an offer from abroad. I'm no world-class expert, but I'm part of the pipeline, see? More novices trained now means more pool for higher levels later. So they had recruitment incentives. I never thought about how history could affect horse riding. Though... Alright, attend ball, since we don't need much blood. So I can build up skills while getting a little bit of blood. Oh, oops. Back to being a child model. God, we really do need money. Well, at least we get to build up our skills by going to balls repeatedly. Alex did Choco Mousse today. Oh god, I love mousse. One last child modeling gig, and then we'll go back to our other one. Go back to... head to the ball. Room dancing. At least our grace is getting up there. Happy May Day! Classes. Ballroom dancing. Let's go. And we ran out of money again. Let's go hunting. If I was higher level, maybe. There we go. You'll do. Launch. Jobs. Back to being a child model. God, I love the little chibis. I do have to wonder what ending we're gonna get for this. Insight go up. Pop culture go up. Style go up. Gossip. Did lots, was delicious. Alex is studying gastronomy. Will help me be better at cooking other stuff and hopefully being a very good house husband. House husbands. Get a lot of flack for some reason, but like, I mean, it's fine. Whatever makes people happy. Besides, my uncle was a house husband. It was actually very funny and adorable. No. One more week of child modeling. Should be enough to cover classes for a week. Na, 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 na. Okay, that should cover classes for a week. Go! Let's go hunting. It was worth a shot. Run away! Classes. Job. I think we'll be fine for ending. I'm just not sure if we're gonna get Akari. I suppose we'll find out. Dun 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 dun. Mana. Well, part of the problem is I keep going for the butler romance because I find it to be my favorite because it's just cute. It's really surprising me, Alex, knowing what you know, wants to be a house husband. Not at all. In fact, I think it's very fitting. Well, this is probably going to be our last couple weeks. Which means one last ballroom dancing attempt. And we ran out of money again. I'm just not bothering with you. Oh my god. Fuck her off! Well, final week. Here comes the moment of truth. There we go! Yes! So we didn't fail to grow up. Welcome home, mistress. It's good to be back. Now I think we have a bit of business to take care of, don't we, Faye? And, Alex, I feel like I should tell you to prepare yourself. Are you ready? Do 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 do. Flinching and holds out her hand. The blood flows through me, filling me with new life. Faye, you are mine. Oh. I do think I have a few ideas, but first we need to talk. Talk? I know I'm not exactly the same person. I believe it's something very special, something more than a flirtation between a loyal bottle girl and the master's rebellious daughter. After all, you killed a man for me. I don't remember my past, but I know you, my companion, my guide, my playmate, my dearest friend. You've been here for me all this time. And even without my old memories, I can still teach you a thing or two. I'm not commanding you to love me, but if you're interested, Ishtar, my dear. Aww. Waited long enough. Now, do we get... Yep, we also got Akari. Hello, is anyone at home? My pardon if I've arrived at the wrong hour, but I received an invitation. Oh, you're exactly where you should be. Ah, well, hello there. I don't believe we've met. Oh, but we have, Akari. I know you quite well. Are you Ishtar's older sister? Not exactly. You wanted to learn more about the people and cultures of the world. I'm here to teach you about one. I'm a vampire. That's not possible. I am the same little girl you've been giving dancing lessons to all these months. I've just finally gotten my proper body back. I've lost my memories and my powers, and I needed your help to regain them. You've been very useful, and so I wish to offer you a boon. Madame, a jest, surely. Are you frightened? Where's the dashing, princely woman I have come to know? Look into my eyes. If you taste my blood, it will keep you young and strong. One proper feeding once a year, and you won't age. You'll be able to travel the world night and day for as long as you like. And you will belong to me. Tell me what you want. You... So I believe we have found Alex's role reversal. Yeah. Then let us dance. We can both be flexible with our roles. Ishtar loved people. She loved to be around people, to talk to them, to entertain them, to touch them, and occasionally to bite them. She had no desire to be locked up in a cold stone mansion by herself when she could instead be surrounded by a few hundred of her closest friends. And so, Ishtar became a grand hostess, using her estate to throw lavish parties every weekend. The only limitation was that all guests must leave before dawn. Ishtar also loved to talk with her guests, both to hear the latest gossip and political intrigue, and to hear personal woes of those desperately in need of advice. Listening to the troubles of others always made Ishtar feel better about her own life. There are many problems worse than being an amnesiac vampire with no family. Ishtar always did her best to aid those who confided in her. A good hostess brings joy to others. Faye found the presence of so many strangers in the place that she considered to be her home, week after week, to be rather unsettling. She appreciated it when guests admired the estate, the decor, the dainty foodstuff, and the mistress, but she did often wish they would all go away. At least the rest of the week would allow for some quiet time to enjoy Ishtar's company. First, Akari's social graces appeared a perfect match for her girlfriend's new lifestyle. However, Ishtar was soon reminded that the ballroom was Akari's profession, not her reason for living. In a few years, she would be off to a new job in a new country. Apparently, she was considering something to do with race cars. Ishtar was content to let Akari fly away on adventures, knowing that she was bound to return. Their waltz would be a long one. Aww. Well. Do, do. Little old lady. Apparently we bit a few little old ladies. So, that is the... Oh, that's the ending we get for... She gets killed. Everything's gone. That one sucked. Do other gallery. The Akari romance. So does that count as failing to grow up? Nope, that was defeated by the hunter. Alright. I say we have time for one last run. Where I think we're going to do the one that I kind of accidentally stumbled on and was like, oh no, that's the one Alex will probably want. I think her name is Adelia. Yep. Okay. Do. Creating a character. Na 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 na. Oh, we could have gone with her, but we would have needed to get both of those up very high. Alright. Remember to do Shinji about a vampire gender bend someone and make some Good job, Alex. Way to keep it wholesome. We'll keep the names as per usual. I suppose I technically fit the vampire mold more. But meh. Boop. Meh. Alright. Like to stand out. Keeping up with new developments. Okay. We'll go with debate. And exercise. Oh, there, my name is still. Oh, and yep, we've been through here before. So you're my new recruit, Ed. Name's Elise, but you can call me Coach. Let's get a look at you. Come on, step up. Not much to you, is there? No height, no arms, kind of scrawny. Oh, I hate this already. Well, let's get you moving. Chin up. No pain, no gain. I show you pain. Aw. Little mistress, in order to continue paying for your tutoring, I will have you gain more resources. Apologies, but I can't bring in money. Do you want to go hunting or shopping? We don't have the money to go shopping. We also don't have the skills to go hunting. Shit. And the old master slept in a room. It didn't end well for him. Yeah. Oh god, back to the grind of trying to make money. And it's not going well. Oh, computer use ups mischief, apparently. Insight, law, and temperance. There we go. Mischief, grace, insight, and awareness. For urban exploration. Nah. Okay, I suppose we'll go do urban exploration next. Okay, so we beat up the old woman. Good job on us. I'm so proud of ourselves. Let's see, 25 a day. Let's see. I think each week is 5 days. Well, count the days. 1, 2. You're disobedient. You stole from him, a person, her affections. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 days. So we should have enough if I go... Okay, let's go do urban exploration. And here we go. Choose greater level of abs. Oh yeah. So yeah, that wasn't the one I was talking about. Here we go. Hi. Good evening, little miss. My name is Adelia. Is your mama at home? I'm her new teacher. You're here to teach me. What? But you're just a little... Being small will make it easier to get into hidden places. She's better suited to it than I am. I want you to teach her how to sneak. You understand that what I do can be dangerous. Inside abandoned buildings, sometimes the floors are rotten and there are rats or worse, she could get hurt. That is why she needs a teacher. She'll follow your lead. If something goes wrong, then you'll most likely be arrested. Try to avoid that. I'm not liking this plan. You think I'm a helpless little girl, don't you? That's why I need your lessons. I need to know how to escape if I'm ever in trouble. How to move through the city in the dark, where to hide, how to get over fences, through locked doors, how to get past security guards. Security, what are you planning to break into? Ahem. I'll pay the agreed upon fee. You will teach her, ask no further questions. None of us want to attract outside attention. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I always did love an adventure. Guess it's you and me, kid. Oh, the muscle. I let her broke Alex's choker if Alex ever had one. Okay, the other one we should also do is computer use. So we'll go for that one. How many is it? 12 a day? At 100 we can do it. And that should open up a better paying job, I hope. I don't think we're getting any bites in tonight. Hello, it's nice to meet you. You're Ishtar, right? My name is Rosalie. I'm a student at the local university. Maybe someday you grow up, we can study there too. Right. So before you get started, why don't you tell me how much experience you have with computer software? None. What? You don't have a phone or video games? I'm homeschooled. Okay, I guess we'll start at the beginning then. So have a seat at the desk. Alright. This is the monitor, the display that you'll be looking at most of the time. Okay. What are you... what are you doing? I'm sorry, it's just a little joke. You'll be good now, won't you, Ishtar? I'll be good. Ah, that was a mistake. I think the autosave takes me back. Yep, it does. On doctor, there we go. Alright, 148. Do some computer use. Back to this. Go hunting, see if I can find anything. I have a lot of body, I should be fine. Okay, yeah, no, we're screwed. That was sad. Well, someone we could carry Alex bridal style, one arm, piggyback over their shoulder. Yes, Alex has some interest about that. Good job, Alex. I feel like I should save and try the arm wrestling just for the sake of it. Well, that was pointless. Go hunting and get some blood, if I can. Oh, we can take the old lady. Okay, we beat up an old lady again. Good for us. I'm so proud of us. Okay, let's do some computer use. Some might come out when work while you're practicing. I hate this stuff, but it's core class. I can't take it. The formulas are so bad. Can I see? Sorry, this way. I bet I can figure out your fantasy science. Okay, so for hers, we have to know science. Run away from the hunter! Do 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 do. We can move on to the immediate operation. What does that mean? Well, that's what we're going to learn. Of course, more advanced lessons come at a higher price. Yay! Higher price! Dun da da! Do do do. Science is 60. Yeah, I really do need more sensitivity. We only need 75, thankfully. I'd like to see some of those cat pictures. I've got a whole folder of them. Why do you ask about the computers? Oh, I almost forgot. Helping people with problems with their computers. Okay, so now we can do IT help for a job. Which does 10! Okay, do some debate to get some more insight. Come on, there we go. The house is poorly maintained. Go hunting? Oh, yeah, right, we need law for it anyway, so yeah. Do. Go hunting. There we go. Classes, do more debate. Get law up to 50, and then we'll do more sensitivity. Because I think we'll get insight from other things. Go hunting. Run away! No, can't take the nurse. Okay. Do. Now, we definitely want more sensitivity. We just need to get it up to 75, though. Boop. I love how we're just skipping so much shit at this point. Do. If it's not shit I've already seen, we're skipping it. Or if it... As long as it's shit we've already seen, we're skipping it. Classes. How's our sensitivity looking? 19? god. Trying to balance multiple romances is a pain. Okay, we'll do psychology and then more urban exploration. Go more hunting. Run away from the hunter. Run away from the hunter. Okay, sensitivity is at 34. Adelia, may I ask you a question? I thought we had no questions deal. The deal was that you wouldn't ask me any questions. Anyway, that's why I asked first. Forget it, kid. We're not friends. If it's not about what we're training, don't ask questions. Fine. Do... Hey, a drunk! Okay. Do. Go to classes. Let's just have one question. Are you single, muscle mommy? I think she is. She is one of the romance interests. Oh, oops. I accident. Now that you're less likely to get us both caught, maybe we can sneak you in a few places. Of course it'll be risky, and it'll cost you extra. Better get your mumite. Faye's not my mother. Whatever. Yes, hello, misters? Filled with value items. Now that I know how to sneak in, I can make more money. That could be Dean. You may find that many humans guard their treasures just as vampires do. If you were to be captured and held in prison until sunrise, you might not survive. I'll be careful. Oh my god, we can start doing burglaries. Burglaries. Let's see how this goes. You sneak around and look. Gate awareness. You don't hear anything moving inside. Oh my god. We can start doing goddamn burglaries! Okay, let's do some psychology this week. Get our sensitivity up. Let's talk about our senses. What color is that drapery over there? Oh, burglary it is! Okay. After dusk. Okay. Do more filing clerk stuff. That'll get us... After this, we should be done with psychology, hopefully. Let's give her a money pouch. Mischief! Dun dun dun! Vampire Father, you served him for a long time. How do you feel about him? I prefer you. Insight and sensitivity are both high enough, I think. Okay, I think it's time to work on filing clerk for a bit. What's our technology? 99. I'll try another burglary. I'm sorry, I don't understand. You. Alright, that should give us some money. Do you want to do more computer use or mischief? Mischief is probably best. Alright, what did you want to know? Huh? You wanted to ask me some kind of personal. Oh, not processing, I'll answer, but you may as well. Why didn't you know all these things about teaching me? Speaking of climbing like knives, traps, are you an assassin? Ha! Assassin kill people with guns, kid, not throwing knives. No, I'm just an explorer. I go where I want. Sometimes there's obstacles in the way, so I have to get past them. It's like searching for something? Not any particular thing. It's more about seeing what I can see. There's beauty in ruin, abandoned places. Left to decay or filled with wonders. Light rays filtered through shattered ceilings. Stones swallowed by new growth. Even the trash of the past can be turned into relics of forgotten designs. These places are forbidden because they're fragile and dangerous, but if no one sees them, they are wasted dead. So I explore. Is it illegal if you break into them just to look around? I'm not really sure. Maybe I should research the law. Okay, so we're making decent money. Wow, you're gonna... I guess the next thing we should do about hardware, all the bits and pieces. What's a rig? With a locked gate, you don't hear anything moving inside. Hide and sneak. Well, that was worthless. Art, history, psychology, horticulture. Let's just do jobs this week. Faye, yes, for trying to steal... Was that person you? Yep. And he found out somehow. Control default, whatever. You betray him to me? Or betrayed me to him? You knew it was dangerous. We lovers unite? Feels wrong to talk about. Not fully bonded to you, little. Enjoy your secrets. Yes, little mistress. Alright. Back to urban exploration. We do need to get our stats up. Heads up, kid. She throws something in your direction. Yeah. Oh, I got it. Next time, don't yell. Yelling when you're startled might get you caught. I think you're ready for more advanced level. Really? You shouldn't go around dressed like that while we're spelunking. You're too bright. Gotta find some moss mud or... Couldn't I just wear black clothes? You could, but you aren't. Sometimes trouble comes when you're not expecting and you have to hide fast. Better to ruin your pretty dress than get caught. Oh well, they will wash it anyway. Aw. Cheap mobile phone, no money. Did you actually turn into a bat again? She gracefully climbs down. I was curious because... keep the thimble. Do, 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 do. Oh, judgment. Lots of time people claim temporary amnesia about a crime. Oh, I was hoping to gain the, Well, let's go burglarizing. High-end laptop worth 100. Yeah! There we go. 160. 180. Oh, we made some good cash there. Said it was an accident. That I was saving you. You did save me. For running off to her studies. Aww. Okay. How much law do we need? Law stat greater than 50, mischief greater than 200. What? Oh yeah, did you take a watch to Magnus Archives? I have not. Dang, I forgot about that. Doing some reading about the law in this country in the forest fields, and you're allowed to go anywhere you like as long as you don't do damage. So you can't cut down trees or set fires or pick more than a handful of berries, but you can walk anywhere. I know. Is that how you think it should work with buildings and cities? That it should be legal to go inside anything you like as long as you don't... Officially in the law? No, that would never work. Can't trust people, Bram. Living in the wild mostly works because there's not much in the wild to steal, and still some people get caught stripping bushes bare to sell the fruit. Tell every rat that it's legal to break into shops, they'd swarm, and it would be that much harder to catch the thieves in the crowd. But isn't it what you believe? That's okay to go in anywhere you're not allowed? I know what's right and wrong for me. The law has nothing to do with it. Knowing that you're breaking the rules, knowing what you'll face when you're caught, that's part of the spice. When you're caught? Don't you mean if? Don't go into a boxing match and expect not to get caught, kid. You wear your scars with pride. It's a problem. You're too young. You don't understand consequences. Still imagine there's some perfect way to get through life with no setbacks. There isn't. Everybody loses sometimes. What you make of yourself with the broken pieces, that's what matters. You'll understand once you're older. Once you've lost something that you can never get back. I already have. Sure, you lost your teddy bear. Whatever. Come on, kid. Oh, I ran out of money. Uh... Jobs. Do. Burglary once again. Okay, why don't we do... more urban exploration. Burglary. And find a store that's closed. There's no fence in the sun. Well, I didn't get much money out of that. Jobs. Filing clerk, go. Burglary. Then while the guard looks elsewhere, you approach the door. Fancy looking historical home. There we go. Well, let's go do ourselves some more urban exploration. That should get our mischief up to high level. It's time to go up a level, literally. You're fleeced now that I have to worry. You falling and splattering yourself. We're going rock climbing? Rock climbing is a hobby people put their dating profiles to pretend that they're interesting. We are climbing buildings. Burglary. Dang it. Oh well. Classes. Get over there, do this. Burglary. Lock gate. Wow, we failed inside the warehouse. That was worthless. And days are shorter again. Well, I don't know if we're going to get... Well, I think we'll be fine. What's our science at? 47? Oh, dang. Where do I learn science? Horticulture! Hey there. Demetria, gosh, not like other girls. It's great. God, she's literally I'm not like other girls. Oh, if you don't mind getting a bit grubby, you can learn horticulture. Okay. That nitrogen can encourage tiny plants to algae to grow in water. What? Well, I suppose it depends on what you mean. There are many plants which are parasites live by. Trap and kill. Plants can attack and kill people? Well, poisonous plants can kill people, but carnivorous plants generally kill little insects, and they eat the whole insect, not just its blood. But animal products are used in many kinds of organic plant food, like bone meal. Alright. Okay, find an average family home. It's surrounded by a wooden fence with a gate. Don't hear anything. Average family home. Okay, do some computer use classes. That will get us to hopefully high mischief. Ugh, this stupid worksheet. You made a mistake on the diagram. What? The vertical axis needs to be labeled potential energy, not just energy. How do you know that? I've been studying science. But you're so young. No, I'm not. What age got to do with it? You're young and you study these things. You just have to be the smart and focused and pay attention. Yeah, but if a kid can learn chemistry, doesn't that make me stupid for not knowing it already? A child could learn to speak Russian or play chess or all sorts of things if they took the time. If you didn't, you probably learned other things instead. Age is irrelevant. If you want to learn more things, work harder. Get started now. You sound like my dad, you're really strange for your age. But I guess I should stop doing for your age, huh? That would be nice. Yeah, you're just strange. I'm only kidding. That's how I always treat my friends. Friends. Aww. I lost my little mischief kitty Popsy doll. Your what? My little purple plushy cat charm. It must have come on the hook and fallen off my bag. Help me look? Fine. Opening doors and so on. Found it! And kisses on cheek for attachment. Great, can we go back to class now? Oh, come on. Think how you'd feel if you lost your favorite toy and then found it again. I don't have a favorite toy. Huh? Oh, you're at that age where you think you're more mature to pretend. It's more mature to pretend you don't like anything anymore, aren't you? You'll grow out of that. I don't have a favorite toy. I don't have any toys. Really? Are you okay? I don't have time to play with toys. I'm developing mind and money to... well, that sounds very philosophical, but you need to take time to relax. Otherwise, you'll get burnt out. I know how to recharge my energy. Okay, as long as you don't try studying all night with hot caffeine shots and no sleep, because that sucks. That's not why you're up all night, right? I sleep during the day. I wish I could. I always preferred being nocturnal. Alright, 93 days left. What's our scores at? We need 200 for that. And 175 for that. I think we actually might get multiple people in one thing. That'll be hilarious if I do. I think I need a bit more money, so we'll do a job. IT clerk to get more tech points. Okay, we failed that one. Let's do urban exploration and try and get our mischief up to 200. Delia, what would be the best sort of place to explore? Like the kind of target you'd feel really proud getting into? You don't have to answer that, I know. But it's not like I'm giving you a roadmap. Best target in general is always somewhere that nobody's been before. At least not for many years. Being the first to get in and see what it's like now, that's an achievement, even if nobody knows but you. Being the muscle money or the vampire mistress decisions. Sometimes you take pictures to share your find with other explorers so they can admire it. Sometimes you keep a site secret, especially if you plan to go back. If you don't tell anyone that you've been there, how do you know someone else hasn't already told you, been there first and not told you? You don't, but that's fine. It means you both get to feel proud. As for specifics, I think it's best to feel proud to find a place with papers, manuals, files, things that get left behind when a site gets shut down, information that's been forgotten. Be nice to find an abandoned orphanage and bust up all those locked records. Help people find out where they came from. Well, that's just a fantasy. How about you? I want to get into a locked-up toy shop, right? What do I do with it? I want to find a buried library full of ancient magical scrolls. And scenario kit. Probably think vampires aren't real either. Okay, now we need to earn more money. IP. Pick the lock. Pick the lock. Do. Okay. I think if we do another couple IT classes, we should be good. Average family home. Well, we failed that. Classes. Computer use. Gosh, you're doing so well. Already talked about basic programming, and there goes the price again. Oh, 59 days left. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the... Nope. Oh, shit. Load game. Autosave. Well, at the very least, I'm fairly certain we're going to get Computer Girl. Wasn't who I was aiming for, though. Which is kind of funny, now that I think of it. Ah, these dogs are getting annoying. Okay, I think 170 is what we needed for that. Not 175. Burglary. Oh, there we go. There's some good money. Well, that's some money. Good on us. Okay, so we'll do a computer use and then an urban exploration. That should do us. We might get multiple romances. Homework again? Not exactly. I mean, kind of. I mean, I got homework and I've got tests, a lot of tests. That's not really what I was talking about. Sorry, let's look at those operators. Indulge me. What were you thinking about? I mean, it's just that it's the future. For most of my life, I know what I was supposed to do. There are other ways to get good money. Felt they're going away? Oh, it's fine. I mean, to be fair, we already had somebody in here going smash to literally every character they saw, so I had to get a good school, I had to cover my costs. In a couple of years, I'm going to graduate, and then I have no idea what I'm going to do next. I can do anything, I guess, and that's probably supposed to be exciting, but it isn't. Tutoring job's okay, but is this really what I want to do for the rest of my life? And what if I run out of pupils because everyone learns too fast like you? Alright. I just feel like I'm hitting a point where I'm supposed to have my entire future planned, and I really don't, and it's stressing me out. What is my career supposed to be, and how do I get there? But you don't really know what this is like. It's kind of problem. It's more relevant than you think. You're very young. I'm the head of my household. Have you noticed? Faye is my guardian, but she takes orders from me. I'm the heir. All of this is mine. So very soon now, I'll have to be ready to take control, and it'll all be up to me. That's why I have to study so much. I have to build my future too. The heir, huh? Guess that's why you have tutors. You must be super rich. You probably never have to work for a living. I'm working now to raise the funds to pay you. But really? But you're a kid. Is that legal? Does that matter? Not really. I mean, if I knew how to make money as a kid, I would have to too. Still, it's not right. You shouldn't have to. This really sucks for me, and I'm an adult, technically. Compared to me, she's practically a baby. But then I don't know how old I really am, and how much of it counts if I can't remember. You ought to have toys and games and fun. You ought to dress up and sequins and listen to boy bands and just be silly for a while. I have to take care of business first. Once I'm secure, then I'll have all the time in the world to play. I guess. Well, we can't fix our futures today, so we better get back to work. Learn. I don't quite understand, but I can tell her the whole truth yet. Someday. Alrighty, right. So, there very much is the possibility that we get both of them. Everyone is interested in the internet. Real children. They make videos about how to cook, how to mood. Say make yourself cool. You can start a new trend on the internet. Maybe the other way I can make money. I don't understand. I can make my own videos. I can be cute and funny and show off for the camera. I can do demonstrations. If people watch me, I make money. That is something you know more about than I do, little mistress. I will follow your lead. The content creator job. Oh god, no. No. Style, science, pop culture. No. It's called work. I mean, I am working very hard to steal from people. Okay, so I suppose this is the check to see if we get enough mischief to get over 200. You're a thief, aren't you? What? Makes sense. Secrecy, the skills you want to learn, the details you're interested in, and you being so small. Makes it easier to slip you in somewhere, and easier to pass it off as a prank if you get caught. You agreed not to ask questions. And you being used by a criminal gang, do you need my help to get you out? Stop asking questions. You don't understand, and I'm not going to tell you. I'm not a prisoner, and I don't need to be rescued. I don't like being played for a fool. Long time ago, someone I trusted set me up to take the fall for his stupid drugs. I'm not that tender little girl anymore. I'm here because I need the money, but I don't like being lied to. I am keeping secrets, but only to protect myself and Faye, not to get you into trouble. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. I like you. You're just a kid. As soon as I get my body back, I can tell you the truth. I think we're getting all three. about to build myself quite the harem. That's going to be somewhat impressive. Fuck. Can't get by. Dogs are a pain. Guess I actually have to do a job now. Oh, I kind of want to see what happens if I do the content creator thing. No one's watching. Oh god, I feel that in my soul. I felt that in my soul. Oh. That one hurt. Alex, more honest and submissive? Doesn't that just mean you're a good boy? Yeah, no, we're not doing that again. That was pain. Oof. Yes, good boy, goodest boy, good. Yes, that's right, you're the goodest boy, the best boy, aren't you? Goodest boy. Do. Mansion surrounded by metal fence. You hear a dog inside. Choose another target. Choose another target. Why do they all have dogs? Okay, I genuinely wonder how many, filing clerk. Yeah, we need the money. Murmuring flowers, tonight. It's a night for the romance. Okay, save. Another burglary. Well, that made some money. Just drop into computer use for a bit. See if we trigger any other events, but I don't think we will. Hack it. Pick the lock. Oh! I think we're rich. Do. God, isn't it fun being a burglar? Well, that's it. Let's see what happens. Little Mistress Ishtar. It's time, isn't it? I'm sorry, I don't know how much longer. My strength is almost gone. Ishtar! Money vamp. Off quietly. Welcome home, mistress. Now, I think we have a bit of business, don't we, Faye? You've been a good friend to me. As long as you choose. Always, mistress. God, that really turns me... Why not stream on last day? God, no, I don't want to suffer. Push myself. The world is yours, mistress. What will you do with it? Oh, I have a few ideas. But first, we need to talk. Not exactly the same person. Yep. And they get together again. And now we start building the harem. Where is she? This better not be a trap. Not trap, Adelia, but there are many things I need to confess to you, and may find them hard to believe. Who are you? How do you know my name? I know a lot of things. Some of them you taught me. Said once that I couldn't understand till I lost something that I could never recover. You know, I have knowing how much I'd already lost, because it was all before I ever met you. I was unconscious for a very long time. In the process, I lost my memory, I lost my strength. My body became weak and small. I forgot how to do even simple things for myself. That was why I needed your help. I'm sorry for your losses, but how did I help you? I don't know who you are. Of course you do. You were my teacher for months. You thought I was a little thief and called me kid. It's me? Ishtar. That is not possible. Ishtar is a child. I was always a lot older than I looked. I only appeared to be a child because I was weak. Growth spurts don't work that way. They do when you're a vampire. This is ridiculous. Look into my eyes. Yes, you also told me magic wasn't real, but you were quite wrong. I have a vampire, and with luck, I will live forever. And this is the secret I told you I was keeping for my own protection. I didn't dare let anyone know what I was until I had the strength to defend myself. And now that you've told me, you'll have to kill me? Of course not. Why would I do that? I told you, I like you. I want to keep you around. Taste of my blood will keep you young and strong, help you heal. You can explore caverns together, climb massive skyscrapers, or hunt out nuclear bunkers if you like. I want us to be equal partners. I want you to get a chance to know the real me. If you're up for the challenge. You think it's that easy? Yes, I do. Oh my. We both like to win. Do we? Oh my god, we did get all three. Hello? Hello? Is there anybody here? The first thing I have to say is, don't panic. Is that a quote or... Ah! I said not to panic! How is that... You're so much bigger than you get. I mean, I'm not looking, but... Come on, you must have realized I was older than I looked. You were in disguise? As a kid? You could say that, but it's a bit more complicated. Truth is, I'm a vampire. Okay. 2 doms, that will not go well. It will be a fight for power. I was locked in a coffin for years, which made me shrink and lose my memory. Ever since I woke up, I've been fighting to get back my strength. That's why I had to work and study all the time. The world has changed a lot since I was human. You helped me learn how to manage technology, but you also made me realize how much I still don't understand. About fear, about friends and toys and childhood and life. I've got my body back, but I'm not done changing. And now that I'm not in such a hurry, I'd like to get to know the world through the eyes of someone who's almost as young as I looked. So, you're really a vampire? Do you need me to bite you to prove it? Well, thanks! Actually, are you the killing people kind of vampire, or it feels really good kind of vampire? The latter. Just checking. It's still kind of strange. Everything in life is strange for me. I'm suddenly a different height than I was yesterday. It's like the whole world has moved. Huh. So, what do you want from me? To be friends, at least. Talk about the world and what your school and your toys are like, to help each other learn things together. You don't actually have to decide your whole future, you know. You have time. Lots of time. If you decide to taste my blood, you could stay young forever. And what about you biting me? Only if you want me to. But first I was hoping we could play. Okay. Aww. Okay, that is adorable. It's never too late to have a happy childhood. Ishtar has been reborn into a new age, one where computerized networks made the whole world available from the safety of her own crypt. Certainly there were a few locked doors and passwords in the way, but Ishtar's hacking skills were improving at a rapid clip. In the end, information wanted to be hers. Within the geek community, it was amazingly easy to find people who would volunteer to be bitten by a vampire, so hunting was no problem. Whether that might also make her a target for hunters, though... Ishtar was interested not only in technology, but also in aesthetics. She discovered the cyberpunk movement, where bright colors and torn clothing mixed with wearable technology and electronic implants. While implantation surgery was trivial for a vampire, having metal inside her body played havoc with shapeshifting. Still, there was nothing to stop her from designing wired-up goggles and gloves that could keep her in the net, wherever she went. Faye did become more comfortable with computers over time, but she never entirely understood the appeal of spending endless nights glued to keyboard and screen. Still, if it made her mistress happy, Faye would dust around her and supply blood energy drinks as necessary. Dilly didn't consider herself to be any good with computers, though she was quite capable with other electronic gadgets and gizmos. However, she was fascinated by Ishtar's talents. Stealing information online was almost as exciting as breaking into buildings. On occasion, they could even combine talents, using Adelia's physical skills to penetrate security so that Ishtar could tap a protected server. Oh my god, we really did just form a fucking spy ring. Rosalie found it slightly unfair that Ishtar was better coder than she was, but soon found a way to turn this to her advantage. She enlisted her new girlfriend's aid in carrying out her lifelong dream, designing her own video games. The first release, Bunny Girl Panic, enjoyed only modest success, but did start to establish a following for the future. Okay, that is probably one of my favorite endings. We just make a fucking spy ring and make games on the side. Like, that's just adorable. Hacker Ishtar? There is one last romance left, but I think we're good. I really do like her. She is very cute, though. Honestly, I think the two of my favorites were so far were the professor and the spy ring. I just find that infinitely hilarious that we just made a fucking spy ring. Yeah, this combination is also very adorable. We really did just make a harem. Yeah, the only one left is the horticulturalist. Well, that said, I think it is time to sign off for the night. Mana. So, with that said, tomorrow, Boda-bo. My brain will catch up. Tomorrow we're doing Altili Toturi. However, I probably will... And today Alex was so good by Alex Tinjusker. Yes, you were such a good boy, Alex. Unlike that naughty, naughty nightmare, you didn't scare me at all. That's why you're such a good, good boy. Anyway, Altili Toturi tomorrow. We'll probably cut it off a bit early, maybe, if I go too late, because I have to get a good night's sleep, because I have to be up early tomorrow, or early Sunday, because I'm joining a game of Among Us with some people, and we're operating on British time, so it's 2 p.m. there, 7 a.m. for me, so, you know, my bedtime, so that's gonna be fun. So, yeah, basically completely different time schedule. So that should be fun. And on Sunday night, probably Vampire? Though, maybe not, because Vampire genuinely is driving me insane and up the wall. Like, it is so goddamn frustrating. Anyway, I won't rant at the end of this nice stream. Thank you everyone for joining me tonight. I was so happy to see you all. Thank you for being such good little beans. Such good little guinea pigs for my experiments and my observations. And I hope everyone stays safe, stays happy, stays healthy, and has a good night. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.